Hello and welcome to the Computer Game Show. My name is David Turner. I'm here with Sean Bell,
Hello.
James Farley,
Hello.
and Matt Murray.
Hello there.
How are we all doing? We all good?
I'm all right.
great.
I forgot to mention we've done about half an hour of pre-show ramble.
Pre-show chat. Yeah.
Part of that maybe because I'm on the big boy migraine tablets.
Oh,
So
is it?
scrap him.
How's that make you feel?
Bit weird.
Are you doing codeine?
No,
that stuff.
Shit, what's it called? I can't remember. But no, it's not like normal painkillers. It's special migraine stuff.
Oh god. It's been one of them shows.
Yep.
Patreon producers this month, they are Aaron Patrick, the QuickBooks chap, Simon Nelson. James is laughing because he's thinking, why hasn't he done that to me? Because, James, I'm not going to do it every week. Yeah, I'm not a monster.
I was waiting for it to happen.
Moomin Biscuit, Transways to Human Rights, Dave Ernsberger, Colin Brown, Gasman, Rocketman76, Smooth Monkey, John Tempelli, Jackie Sniper, Sam Higton, Stan, Philip with an F, Cutty, Steve Lee, Jack Oven, Grey Dragon Claw, Colin the Car Wanker Smith, Lee Key Bottom, My Dog Skip, Conky Donkers, Full Nails Conga, Laser Quest, 42 Sources Span, Ramalaptar, and Fred Fench. They're the Full Nails crew. They went on to patreon.com/TCGS and supported us on there. We really do appreciate it. Please, we just recorded the bonus show last night. When's that coming out, Sean?
Whenever I can be bothered to publish it. I've done the edit.
Whenever you could be bothered to publish
It'll be tomorrow or yesterday by the time the podcast comes out.
Tomorrow or yesterday. Please write that down as an early episode title contender. Tomorrow or yesterday is a very good episode title. But if you'd like to support what we do and you don't want to see us do podcasts that are completely sponsored all the way through, please go to patreon.com/TCGS. Otherwise we'll fucking stop. We'll just stop. How about that? Yeah. We've got another thing to plug, haven't we? Where's your sponsorship going, Matt? What's happening with that? Have you busted your target?
I've smashed the ceiling at Target, and now we've got new targets. Yeah, thank you to everyone who has donated already to my Great North Run fundraiser for Martin House Children's Hospice. The target was 500. We're already at 698, which is amazing. A really, really huge thanks to everyone who's donated already. If you haven't donated and you want to, I've now put the link on tcgs.co just to make it easier.
Above all the other podcast stuff, though.
Yeah, didn't ask us.
Yeah, I think I did that for David's walk along a couple of bridges thing. So I figured I'd do it for mine.
You did? Did you? I don't remember you did that.
I think I probably did. Anyway, yeah, it's on tcgs.co rather than remembering a bit.ly link that no one remembers.
Yes, please go tcgs.co and sponsor Matt. It's always really nice to raise money for charity because it's the kind of guys we are. Know what I mean? Good guys. Yeah, remember that. Should we get to feedback from last week's show, Matthew?
Yes, Billy A316 has messaged just some feed bit on last week's show. During Dave's feed bit to James, he stated that James mumbles when he speaks with the hope that no one worries. I think David meant he hopes that no one notices.
Yeah.
I wouldn't stoop to his level of pedantry, but given it was part of Dave bringing up that to James, who said feed bit, I thought someone should save or should have the doctor's bit /back. Love you all.
Yeah, fair play, Billy. I need to go back and listen to that then because that is quite funny. I hope that no one notices. You got me, Billy. Well done. You sit there listening to this with a big smug grin on your face. I bet you're sitting there with your feet up and a whiskey with two cubes of ice. Yeah, exactly. Well done, Billy. I hope you're proud of yourself.
Camel the Great has messaged. It's amazing.
That just took that was the most audible gulp I think I've ever heard in my
Damn,
life.
I thought I could. Yeah, it's amazing that James has lived in Germany for the last 60 years and has categorically refused to learn the language.
I mean, that's not true. Okay,
it is.
No, it's not. Okay,
Yeah,
it's not
true.
true
What
on a number
about
of
that
counts.
isn't true?
There's a number of points on a number of counts here. So, first of all, I've been here for
Number of points on a number of counts, Dave. Yeah, that.
Yeah, there's a number of points and number of counts. Matt, his keyboard's going to break
Oh, no.
at the end of this episode, I reckon. Go on.
So, first of all, I've been here for, I think this is the 6th year I'm into at the moment, I think, or 5th year, I don't remember.
Oh, yeah, no, when he said last 60 years, he wasn't being literal. That was a joke, I think.
That was
exaggerating.
But also, the point about not learning the language is not true because I have. Like, I mean, I paid $1,000 to go and for lessons,
Yeah.
to do that.
But
And
did you?
I thought work made you do that.
They did. Work
Okay.
did make me do that. And it's but I had to go and do that, and I was learning it for some time, but then I got to the stage where I was like, well, I'm coming back anyway.
Well,
I'm
that's bollocks because
What would you say?
you
Would you say
stopped
like
going
2
to those
years in?
lessons. Yeah, you stopped going to those lessons ages ago, James. So that's
I stopped. No,
bullshit.
it's not true. I stopped going to the lessons about a year ago, and that was when I knew I was just going to be coming back. That's what happened. It's I stopped, and I'll be honest, I did not enjoy learning this language. I learned Chinese, really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed learning that language. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
This language, really haven't enjoyed learning it at all. And it's like,
Is that genuinely? I know we've taken the piss and everything. My understanding was always that German's relatively easy for English speakers to learn because of the similarities. Is that absolutely not?
it's
been the
not
case
true.
for you,
It's
or-
of European languages, if we're going to call them that. It's one of the harder ones. Compared with French or Spanish, they're much easier.
Right.
And I really did not enjoy learning it at all.
I'm
yeah.
curious. Have we got any German listeners? And if we have, what do
we
you think of James Farley? Message in. Go to tcgs.co. Send your feedback in. I'd love to know what the German population think of James's opinion of them, their country, and their language.
Fine, fucking come at me. It's
It's
fine.
not even that, James. Only if they like you.
Yeah, I didn't know that was the direction you was going to take this.
I mean,
Fucking
fight, sure.
offering out
But
the country. Come on, then I'll fucking do ya. He wouldn't have done that if he wasn't leaving.
yeah.
He's got his confidence. He's got confidence.
Come do it in about a month's time and I won't be here.
I'll say
Where
where
did
I'm living and everything. I'm not doing that. But
Where
it's,
did I head? Yeah, okay. Well, I'm convinced. Maybe you do love Germany after all.
I do.
Go on.
It's a deep and strong relationship.
Bloody hell.
I
okay,
don't
hang
even
on.
know what that
Deep-
means, but it's
No.
another episode title. Matt, let's get to the next bit of feedback, please.
Yeah, sure. Andy Dancer, feedback. I can't think of a silly name, so I use my real name. It's a bit silly, naturally. Found another use for the Xbox Connect the other day while purchasing a new bed. My wife and I were encouraged by the sales staff in a bed shop to use a fancy modern scan to help us choose a new mattress, and we lay down on this bed and got told to look up. Spotted the Connect looking down at us, scanning our bulky bodies and showing them on a massive screen, then suggested a firm mattress. Very embarrassing, but made me smile when it came up on a podcast last week. Keep up the good work, you lovely bunch of legends. I definitely don't expect this rambling drivel to be read out, so feel free to edit or ignore sending much love regardless. Well, I read the whole lot, Andy.
Andy,
Too bad.
are you sure you were in a bed shop and not? This sounds. But you want to buy a bed, do you? Lay down and let us scan you. Like that
A full
is
3D scan
fucking
of your bodies. Thank you.
weird.
Right. We'll just yeah.
Yeah, I love to know what bed
If-
shop
if
it
I was
is.
in
To
that
the 3D
situation-
printer and you can cloned.
Right, it is mad. It's mad how salespeople can just say, "Can you do this?" and you do it. Like I am starting to get old and grumpy now, and I'm starting to go, "No, actually, no." Right, which is bad. I know, like, well, it's not. But if we were in a bed shop, and a salesperson went, "Lay down, we'll scan your body, and I'll go." I'm not doing that. No, that's creepy. Like I've no trouble telling. That's fucking weird, Andy. Come on. Let's never go back there again.
Stand up for yourself, Andy.
I mean,
Stand up for yourself.
I would like
Andy,
to know.
tell me which shop it was. I want to go in. If it's a chain.
I'd also like to know which version Connect this was. Was this the original 360 one or the one that
true,
came with
yeah.
the?
That is a fucking good
Xbox.
question.
It's got to be a
Also-
more modern one, surely.
Also, has anyone checked to see if Peter Molyneux is working in a bed shop? I think
Sneak
it
peek.
could be possible. It could be for him and Don Matrick. In a bed
Matrix Matters.
Surely Don Mattress.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Albrax has messaged. Did Matt, Mr. Movie Murray, really play the demo of the Granny Detective Society and not reference how obviously inspired by Rear Window it is? Or at least Bart of Darkness, the episode of classic era Simpsons parodying that film. And I thought it might be useful to mention in case the demo ends up on his Gotti list and he's going to need to pad it a bit. I haven't seen Rear Window actually, so
very good. It's very
I wouldn't
good.
go. And Also, as we discussed on the WhatsApp recently, I haven't seen a lot
Recently,
of
yeah.
Stimpsons. So
Stimpsons?
Stimpsons or whatever. Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of Simpsons other than the
All
Treehouse
those
of Horror
little
on
characters from the
VHS.
Simpsons, like Bert and
Bought. You
Boy.
know what it's wild to me, Matt, because like some of the writing, especially in these early series, just some of the best comedy. I need to sit down. I don't know if you've ever watched The Simpsons with me. Have you?
I'm not
I
sure.
need
I don't.
to.
Unlikely.
We need to sit down and watch the one where Milhouse's mum and dad split up together because it is one of the best written episodes of anything ever.
Would I not have had to see a lot of the other ones to really get the kind of gravitas?
No, The Simpsons not like that. It's just honestly it's just fucking brilliant. Like it's funny. I went through like a real appreciation for it when it first came out, and then that drops off, and then you move on to sort of like more edgy stuff. But then you go back and look at some of the writing in those first few seasons, and you just go, "Holy shit!" And what's even weirder is that when you find out, like, was it Conan O'Brien wrote loads of them as well,
Yeah.
and it's like, what the fuck? Didn't he write the monorail episode?
Yes.
Which is
Yeah.
like legendary. Like, it's so fucking weird, right? That show is the best. You'd love it, Matt. Maybe I just
Yeah.
send you the gags that I constantly see on TikTok. The individual
Me and my
gags,
sister
that's
watched
too good.
Treehouse of Horror on VHS, which had like Bad Dream House and The Raven. We watched that loads. But yeah, that's kind of all we saw. And I saw episodes here and there, but it wasn't enough for me to properly sit down. And I think when I was younger, I was like, "Oh, Family Guy's edgier, guys. Kind of funnier
that's
in
the
a way."
problem, isn't it? And then you realise that.
And I didn't have
actually
Sky, so there's a lot of barriers. But no, I mean,
yeah.
so there's
Alright,
40 was it 37 seasons? There's a lot to catch up on.
Oh yeah, you can probably stop pretty quickly. I mean,
That's
yeah.
the thing, because like we were
I think-
watching it together as a family, like for a while, and we got up to about, I think we got as far as season 12 and then stopped because we were just
Yeah,
like,
we
this
did
is,
the same.
This
We
is,
were around there just going.
Yeah,
well,
I think
nothing's
when
happening
they-
anymore.
I think when they went on Disney Plus, I think that's where they are. And I watched like the early ones. And it's like, yeah, the animation is just crazy how different it is. But yeah, I don't. My reference
Means
of
bad. You wants to say it's bad.
it's yeah. I mean,
Well,
the early
the
ones,
early
but it was like in the
animation is
90s or
bad.
whatever.
Like the first season, especially with the voices as well, where like Homer's going in and going, "Hello, children," and you're like, "What the fuck is this?" But yeah,
I'll tell you what.
so good.
has aged still very well though. Is King of the Hill, like the
Yeah, man.
I
that's
never
still
got into
really
King
good.
of the Hill.
Yeah, I like
So
that on
never
Channel
got
4 when
into
it's
it.
on.
Yeah,
Maybe I need to.
Are they
get
making new
into it.
ones? Is that still
They
being
did.
made, James?
Yes,
Yeah, they
they
did,
brought it
yeah.
back. Yeah.
they did like a continuation. It's yeah, but again, we were watching it all together as a family before they left me, and it's really really good.
Right, okay, they haven't. Right, okay, you got to stop saying it like that.
Sounds so bleak.
Yeah, it does. James will be reuniting with his family next month.
Yeah.
Can we put that in the show notes? Okay.
T-Bats,
Matt, next.
T-Bats, the Southern Hemisphere's #1 listener. I write to protest these abhorrent claims from the so-called Push Button Joe, if that is a real name. I was born listening to the podcast, molded by it. I didn't listen to another game podcast until I was already a man, and by then it was insufferable. I listened to 34,000 minutes of TCGS in 2023, and trust me, I've got the receipts. This is not a fight you want to start, Poo Bottom Joe, so I'm ending it here and now. Bang,
Okay.
done.
A little bit of aggression in the
wonder if-
feedback this week.
Anyone in Push Button Joe's life knows him as Push Button Joe. I assume not, given that it's a stupid nickname we sort of created.
Did we? We
Yeah, do
created.
you not
it.
remember? It was the chat
No.
about was it the place, the Portal, PS Portal, and
Yeah.
and he wrote in and he said something like, I want to sit down, push button, and play a game. And it's obviously meant to be push a button, but because we're us and we're
'Cause we're
dickheads,
dickheads, yeah.
we were just like, he just wants us to push button, guys. Come on.
The fact that I haven't even remembered that as well must be devastating for him. Oh,
Just
sorry,
like that,
for
like
fun.
he's like in New Zealand, and he knows for a fact that if he were to fly to London to go to one of our events, and we went, "Hi, I'm Push Button Joe," everyone go, "Hey, it's Push Button Joe!"
Yeah,
my God.
that's true. That is true. Okay.
Lloyd the Fourth. Quick story about family commenting on you guys. My wife's hometown is a 3-hour drive from where we live now. When doing the drive at night, the family usually sleeps, so I'd put on the podcast. My 60-year-old mother-in-law was apparently listening. She recently asked me, did the young British man from the radio get the light in his bathroom? I was so confused, and we talked about it. And then she said they all talked about games and were mean to a man about his bathroom light.
That's brilliant. I love being described as a young British man. That's brilliant.
Yeah, that's lovely. Yeah. Also, a local art installation uses the Xbox Kinect cameras to control the interactive exhibit. First thing I thought about when you guys brought it up as alternative uses for that camera.
That's
Yeah,
better.
it's
That's
right.
a better use than scanning people in their beds, isn't it? I think that's probably a better use of it.
Because I saw one in Manchester. One of these, sort of interactive. Ones where you sort of take your kids and there's just loads of like cool sensory stuff. And they had some Kinects that were like tracking kids running around on some sand, and it would like project different colours where they'd been. It was cool.
Yeah, that's James. So the things that you didn't get round to do in your flat before leaving, one of them was getting. This one blows my mind because this is the easiest of all the things. But no shades for your lights is weird.
Still ain't got any of those, no.
But isn't that
6
just
years.
insanely annoying that you've just got exposed bulbs about?
Yeah, it is annoying, particularly when you're sitting there like reading or whatever, and then there's like this massive like sort of sun.
6 years, James.
Yeah,
Six years.
It's like it's direct. Is there no? You didn't think, oh, I'll just get some shades. They're really cheap and really easy to put on.
Don't care.
Literally a quid from IKEA.
Well, hold on. You say you
No,
don't
no,
care,
it's
but
no,
then you
it's
say you
no, no.
Sounds like you do care.
It's a little bit more complicated than that.
Here we go.
Because-
I'm sat.
exactly, everyone.
I'm sat.
Well, can I? I'm just trying to think if I could maybe direct the camera so you can see what they actually look like.
I've got a
it won't
feeling
help
that if you
listeners,
point the camera directly at light,
Yeah,
We're
it's
not
going
gonna
to
see
be
an awful
hard
lot,
to
yeah.
see.
Yeah.
How are they different to like a good old British bulb
Yeah, well,
hanging
probably old
from the
British
ceiling?
bulb.
No, because it's literally cabling coming out of the thing. It's not like I need to take a picture. Let me take a picture and I'll put it in the WhatsApp. Then you can see what I mean.
Okay, and then we'll try and
No,
describe
go on, I want to see
to
this.
the wires.
What does he mean, cabling coming out of the thing? What the
Can't be
fuck
loose
is that?
electrical cable,
Is it,
surely.
yeah, it's like a loose electrical cable. They've sort of
When I touch it, it
twisted
sparks,
it
guys.
around
Is that
It would be
wrong?
illegal for that flat to be rented out if that were the case.
Just a
You
live
don't
wire.
understand. They don't care about loose wires in Germany.
There's no 13th. There's no like electrical qualifications over here.
I cannot wait to see this.
Stand on a chair and
Wait
nearly
to
fell off.
see this.
That would have been bad.
Yeah, with someone else to help you up.
No, it's true.
How long would we have taken the piss out of James for taking ages? Do you think before we realised he was seriously
Yeah.
injured?
Oh,
After dial 999 as well.
To be fair, whenever he's fainted, there has been that. Oh, all right, let's see this photo. James, that's not safe.
I know it's really annoying, and but what I'm saying is it's
That's
not.
just actually not safe.
I know, and it's
Wow,
not.
that's- Yeah.
I know, and that's how they leave them here. Like when you
That's
when
not
you move
Okay,
in.
all right. Okay. People of Germany, if you're listening, if you're still listening after all the shade that's been thrown at you, do they really just leave loose wires
Yes,
hanging
they
out the top of the
do.
ceiling, please? Oh,
They
no,
do.
I'm asking
It's-
people
oh,
that
for
aren't
fuck's
biased.
sake. Yes, they do. And so that's why I'm saying it's a bit more hassle than just putting up a lampshade.
Well, no, technically, the lampshade will still just sit on top of that bulb bit.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, 'cause
but then it's got all
you
that
just-
shit hanging out of it, isn't it?
Yeah, but then
Yeah, no,
you
but-
just turn the power off for the
Yeah,
for the-
and then just put that
just-
on. That's all you need to do.
Yeah.
Anyway,
doable. And where were we? Was there anything
Where
else?
were we?
Curtains? You did curtains, didn't you?
you
I
did
that, yeah.
curtains. You
That
put
was
a
the, only,
light bulb
the
in
lampshade's the only thing I never did. Everything else I
Right,
did.
okay.
The only thing you've
Everything
told
else
us
is fine.
about.
Yeah, I've got a feeling if you ask Chen, there's a lot more.
There's
on
not.
that
There
list.
Let's get her on.
Right, okay,
Let's get on the
go.
bonus show.
It's all been
Let's
done.
get on
Got a
the
hammer
bonus show.
drill. Did the whole thing.
Lovely old job.
Got a fucking hammer drill, boy.
Yeah.
Show off.
Are
Right.
you taking the hammer drill back with you?
Yeah, of course. It's mine.
God, what a fucking legend. Yes. I thought you'd just rather just chuck it in the skip.
No, it's
In
mine.
fact, actually, for a hammer drill, I probably would just chuck it and get one when we were back here. Like the effort of dragging that across Europe. It seems, yeah. All right.
Dave Hodgkins. Hey, as circuit bending was brought up last week, I have to see if any of you guys know of the Modified Toy Orchestra. Good chance Sean does, seeing that he's a certified cool dude. They're a group from Birmingham who make really cool music for modified children's toys, believe it or not. They have one album on Spotify and many more on Bandcamp and the like. Just wanted to recommend. I'll leave you alone now. Goodbye.
I wasn't. Well, I knew of them, but I've not actually listened to them, so I will. Thanks.
Okay.
Sounds extremely Sean Bell
Assuming,
music.
assuming they're not just
It
on
does.
Spotify, am I right?
Yeah,
guys?
as long as they're on K-Buzz or
Are they on
Q-Buzz or
Cobuzz.
Code Buzz, yeah.
Thank you.
Q-Buzz. Quite buzz.
Q-Buzz.
Yeah, no.
Kurt Lewin, feedback regarding the lack of bad news on the Matt and James episode. I laughed a lot at James saying he didn't bring up the EA Saudi purchase story because you had talked about it before. I can imagine on BBC News, big news on the election. Don't bother with that. We talked about it before on the last election. Or on 2020, big COVID news. Talked about COVID yesterday.
No, but that's the thing. They don't. But on
Funny,
BBC
that.
News, they don't talk about every single news story they've ever talked about continuously, do they? Like
They
some
do
stuff
when
they
there's
just
new
won't do.
developments in those stories.
Yeah, I know, but that wasn't a significant development at that point.
I think it was.
Well, don't worry, Sean. It's in the news this
Yeah.
week.
Okay,
all right.
good.
So
Thank
you
you.
know, especially for you.
Thank you.
It's like,
You went from. They don't do that. Okay, they do that. Don't worry, Sean. They'll be. Thank you.
That
James's
is-
news is the best.
Yeah, that is it for feedback. Go to tcjess.co to leave your feedback.
Well, James, my favourite part of the show. If you dare
Harsh.
talk about something that's happened before, mate, you're in big trouble. What's on the news?
so last week, after we recorded, wasn't it? I think
Yes.
this all started to hit. Suddenly, there was a load of what appeared to be Grand Theft Auto 6 videos started to appear online, and this was all from this group or person or whatever that was called CyberLeak was apparently doing this, and so these were like, I mean, they've been all over my like social media and all that kind of thing. You know, there's been new ones released, you know, like all the time. First of all, everyone was saying it's AI, they're not real or whatever, and then this guy or whoever it was that was doing it did a thing where they like wrote like leak on like on a wall in like bullets.
Well,
as
let me address that because I was one of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
But the look, when I heard these leaks were out there, they were all over, social media or whatever. I'm pretty certain still that a lot of the stuff that I saw was AI.
Yeah.
And it seemed as though these leaks were being bandied about and people were talking about these leaks, but social media was flooded with AI videos. So I don't know if this was a concentrated effort from Rockstar that they had. Like, this is like conspiracy theory nutjob stuff, but you'd think that this would be a great idea. That if leaks came out before this big reveal, just fucking bombard the internet with AI stuff so everyone questions
I don't
everything.
think Rockstar need to do that. I think people do that themselves, right?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
enough.
and
Yeah, there's been enough of that going on for months, really.
Yeah.
So that video you sent me, Sean,
Yeah.
that I was picking apart. Now, was that from the main leaks or not?
This is the thing. I don't even know. Like, this was like
Right, okay.
the initial, like, quote unquote initial leak, and it felt like immediately there was obviously fake stuff along with it.
Mm-hmm.
So it was
Yeah.
just a mess. Like,
Yeah, it was a
whole
mess.
thing.
Sorry, James.
And
Let's,
so
carry
so
on.
this has sort of been going on, and then so Take-Two have managed to take down what was the CyberLeak website, which was whoever it was that was doing it, and the group's like Telegram channel has also ended. There's now this message saying this channel is unavailable due to copyright infringement. But then there's loads of debate about this on places like Reddit saying like actually the Telegram channel wasn't like properly from them anyway. It was just other people piggybacking off it and like spreading it. But nobody really knows what the truth is about it. But this was after Take-Two had served Microsoft and Discord with subpoenas in order to identify who the leakers were. Because they said, well, they've been chatting on Discord and stuff like that, so you need to tell us who they are. And both companies were given up until the 4th of September to like give up the details of who they were. CyberLeak have said, that they're doing all of this in the name of gamers' rights. They said that's why they were doing these leaks, but they're also trying to sell a cryptocurrency.
Bitcoin's right. Yeah, crypto. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a meme
I-
coin. And they were selling this in exchange for voting on like what videos they should leak. That was what
Yeah.
it was. It was like if you bought the coin, then you could vote on what was going to come
Right.
next and stuff like that. Then also there's been images of like the maps supposedly have been shared online of like what that's going to be. And so despite Take-Two trying to get a lid on this, it still just seems to be proliferating now. But as we said, we don't know what of this is true. We don't know if this is early builds. We don't know, if it's just people just AIing stuff as well. No one really knows.
I mean, we
And
do know like the game has leaks and like that they've allegedly got a build. I mean, it's not all AI. We know there has been major leaks.
No, what I mean is like some of the videos that have been released.
Right, yeah,
we
yeah,
don't know
sure.
if other people are generating them as well. Just
Yeah.
for clout or whatever.
It's funny, like I skimmed some of the ones that have gone up, and as someone who is well excited about the game, immediately lost interest in watching any of these because what is the fucking point?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've
No, I totally agree.
I haven't watched any. I mean, like some might have been like in my feed, but I haven't really looked at them. I don't want to. Like I want to. I mean, maybe it's like the marketer in me, but I want to see like the proper presentation. I don't know. I just feel like I don't want to watch some shit video on Instagram or whatever. I want to see the real deal, and
Like
I don't need to see this.
I could understand the argument that if someone was like, well, obviously the official presentation of it is going to look good, but what if they're cyberpunking us, right? What if they're just showing us the stuff that definitely works on day one and actually the rest is a fucking mess? But I don't care. Oh, Matt's gone. Matt has gone.
Pulls that. Oh no!
Lasted
That's
a while,
not what
didn't
we
it?
wanted. This is like the worst possible time.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't pause, obviously,
No.
but
Yeah.
fuck. This is the
Okay.
last thing we wanted to happen.
CJPJ300. Have a look online and Google renting apartment in Germany and what it looks like inside those apartments. Just have a look.
All
And
right,
you
don't
can
get
see what they
aggressive
look
with
like.
our lovely viewers. That's
Phil
wait
says
for
favourite
Matt comes
mountain.
back. Favorite mountain.
Ben Nevis.
Shakira's breasts.
Whoa.
Oh no, you
Whoa.
don't get them mixed up with mountains, do you?
Yeah.
That's
no,
why, because they're
famously,
small
no.
and humble. How did I get them mixed up?
Thank you for the apology. Not you, CJPJ. Yeah.
But why though? Isn't it easier to just have safer lighting?
It's just stupid. Sorry.
I don't know if you could say that. I think that might have crossed a line.
Oh dear.
Let's see what Matt does. Sorry, everyone. So last night we recorded the bonus show, and Matt, his internet kept failing on him.
But
Looks like it's
tonight it's
happening
been
again.
relatively okay. So this is the first time he's dropped out, so we figured we were safe. Cut to a Virgin Media engineer just sat in front of a load of Ethernet cables, just sort of
Yeah.
plugging.
Behind Matt when he comes back on. I think I've got it. And then it goes off again. 3-2, James. You're missing an absolute classic tonight.
Yeah, no. Never mind.
Don't worry, I'm missing the Millwall game tomorrow night. That's
Okay.
does that make you feel better?
Yeah, it does, actually.
It is the Carabao Cup.
Can I ask you a question, James?
Yeah.
Why is it whenever you send us a picture on WhatsApp, it's one of those little motion ones where there's like a second of movement?
I don't-
because that's the default for Apple, isn't it?
Is
Yeah.
it?
It's
Why
like
is-
Yeah, it's
They're
I
live
turn that off
photos.
straight away. It's well annoying.
it's
Yeah,
live
I hate
photos, isn't it? So, yeah.
Live photos are the worst, and don't they take up like tons of extra space as well?
Not tons, but they definitely do take up extra space, but they are kind of pointless. The only thing that's good about them is that sometimes when you take a picture and then someone's got their eye closed or whatever, you can then
Right, you can cut to
Trust
the
it,
Yeah,
the
you
frame where they
can-
went.
choose a new key
2
photo
minutes.
instead.
We've got to give him 2 minutes.
To put a timer up on the screen.
Yeah, there he is.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah, but I mean, like, so this is way worse than last night when it was like out for a second. I don't know. I
That was
mean,
more significant, wasn't it?
yeah. Do we just
Right.
carry on if it does it one more time and I'm out, or
Yeah.
is this
I'm
gonna
happy with that.
That's
yeah,
fucking hell?
You just have to export your
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
and
yeah.
I'll
I'm
explain
still-
that you're gone. Yeah.
Fucking
okay.
Jesus Christ! I'm sorry. Damn Virgin Media.
Right, are you ready to get back?
Go back.
So Sean was talking about you about.
And we'll let me pick out because I kind of
Okay,
know
cool.
where we were. Yeah, I know what you mean. I look at that stuff and I just think I'm not really getting any because I've seen some of these clips, right? And I think, oh, this is just a game being played at this point, and it's not offering anything. It's not showing me anything that I wouldn't expect in a GTA. My biggest worry is now the leaker is saying I'm going to leak parts of the story. That's absolutely what I don't want. Like, I don't want to see any of that. That's what I want to experience.
I saw someone, and again, I haven't checked, so it could be bollocks, but I saw someone say, oh, yeah, he went live, or they went live and like showed credits or played the game. I mean, yeah, these things are probably going to happen annoyingly. But I mean, I've managed to avoid it, so you can, I think it's avoidable if you really don't want to see it, but it's just annoying as hell.
Yeah, but the crypto stuff is it just makes it all even more murkier and horrible, doesn't it? To be honest with you.
Don't pretend that you're doing it. Hashtag.
Yeah, don't pretend that you're doing it. But like, there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on with Rockstar, and we've reported on it. And we've got another story about that in a minute, James and me. And don't try and act like you're working for them, because it sounds like, based off some of the stories that have come out from staff that have been laid off, this is the last thing they'd want. You know,
100%.
I saw something about like they had the group had like destroyed $1 million worth of these coins. So no, it's not about the money. It's about about physical discs and the stuff they're talking about, but. Yeah, ultimately, if there is a link to buy crypto, buy this coin to get access to vote for game, and there's obviously some aspects of that there.
It's like $1 million or something that it has inherently no value, like whatsoever. It's like, I don't know.
Don't say that to Matt. He's crying. He's got his future.
I sold him wine. Sold him wine.
In crypto for pennies in the end.
Yeah.
Is this?
Sorry,
week,
Matt. That was awful.
I made profit. What's that?
That's good. It's this week, right? The
27th,
Netflix thing. Yeah,
Thursday.
Cool.
On Netflix for some
and on
reason.
YouTube.
Eventually,
6 hours later.
Eventually.
If you're going to wait 6 hours, forget it.
Like, obviously, if you've already got Netflix, fine. I think anyone who's like subscribing to Netflix for this should probably have a word with themselves.
Good question, Matt.
Why
have you gone quiet? Why have you gone quiet? Have you got Netflix?
Yeah, of course I have.
James?
Yeah, I've got Netflix. Yeah.
Now?
Well, no, I always have it because Rachel watches a lot of stuff on there. It's a thing.
Yeah,
I keep
same
trying
here,
to
yeah.
cancel it, but
I would happily get rid of it, but Jill watches lots. This whole thing is sad. I feel sad for developers and Rockstar. I know it's like, it's hard to feel super sad for like a multi-billion-dollar organization, but it's like this just messes things up, and I don't know. I'm just waiting. I'm still obviously extremely excited about it, so I just want to see it in its full glory rather than some shitty leaks.
Well,
so I'm excited for Thursday.
That, won't you? You'll get to do that.
Yeah.
You avoid the clips and watch the trailer when it comes out. I'm looking forward to seeing what it looks like.
But do we think this is this the biggest leak ever? I mean, obviously GTA 6 is one of the biggest. It's going to be like the biggest entertainment launch of all time when it launched on that weekend. But like, in terms of what's been released, like apparently they've got a full build, and it's not just some footage. It's massive.
Possibly,
it's
not the first leak.
I wouldn't say it's the biggest
GTA.
leak ever. I think for me that goes to Halo 2, which was one of the most anticipated games of the time, and then it just got uploaded to the internet and people could just download it and play it. Like that was
that with the French version? Yeah, French version.
The French.
Yeah, it was. It was. I'd say that was probably bigger, but yeah, it's still pretty big. And you're right. I do think it sucks as a fan of video games, ignoring how I feel about Rockstar at the moment. I just want the excitement and the build up the way that I'm supposed to experience it, and not some crypto guy going, look what I've seen. Like that's not how I want.
It's like when
the game to be.
like when someone wants you to listen to a band or a musician they like, and they go, no, listen to this, and then they start just playing the song on their phone through the phone speaker. And you're like, look, no, I will listen to it. Just send me the link. I'm not interested in hearing it on your phone speaker while we're both stood in the kitchen. Do you know what I mean?
You are talking about Isaac.
I'm excited, but I'll wait until the full thing is. I've no interest in just seeing low quality clips. And
no.
What do we think about
Q-Buzz link? And
Have Send me a
Matt.
Spotify link. I just won't respond. That's won't have a go
I'll
at
just
you.
type it into Cobuzz. Right,
What do you think about the fact that they announced that more people have bought the $100 version than the $80 version?
Not surprised.
Well, that was kind of inevitable, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Really?
was
'Cause
it?
of
I don't
the-
think that was inevitable, is it?
I think so because of the extra content, like the idea that they're because people have been waiting for this for so long, and I think people are going to want to have like a complete experience as possible. I think, and that's probably why they were banking on it, and they could get a lot of money.
Someone turned around to me at work and said, "Are you pre-ordering GTA?" And I said, "No, I haven't yet, but I will." And they said, "Why would you pre-order digital download stuff?" And I'm like, the only reason really is that you want to be able to pre-install it because
Yeah, that's really the only
those servers are going
benefit.
to get hammered on
But
release
then there's
date.
going to be a
aren't they?
massive patch day 0 anyway, right?
Yeah, no, you're right. Yes, there's going to be a
So,
similar issue there potentially.
But yeah, like, I'll pre-order it probably 2 or 3 days before it comes out. I don't really
Yeah.
I don't need to do it now. You know?
No, I don't need to do it now, but it would be nice to know that money's out of my life and I don't
True.
have to worry about it anymore.
That's exactly why I already did
Yeah,
it.
I did it, yeah.
Because I was just like, I just don't want to think. I don't want to think about it. So
Am I the only one who doesn't need money out of their life? Is that...
Well,
just get rid of it. Fucking hell.
September
piling
is
up.
disgusting though. When I look at the games coming out in September and I go, fucking hell, thank God for patreon.com/TCGS. It's
Thanks,
very,
guys.
very helpful to keep the content coming out that you want. James, what's the next news story?
So we've also got a story. This is from Eurogamer about the people that are fighting against Rockstar who were let go, and these are the
That's a
independent.
sentence.
What?
These are the people who were fighting against Rockstar who were let go.
Yeah, they were let go
Okay.
by Rockstar. Okay.
No, is that
so-
just me? Dave's
No, I'm with you, James. But no, I'm with you, Sean. But James is really on edge tonight, and you can see, and you can always tell when you're trying up for a bit of a hey, James, and he goes, "Yes, okay, next," and then you're like, "Fucking hell, he's not up for it tonight, is he?"
All right,
Go on.
apologies.
So anyway, the Independent Workers of Great Britain Union have put together a video from members of staff that were fired, and they basically are saying, they said, we spent years pouring our hard work, skill, and creativity making GTA, and we want people to experience the universe we helped build, but that doesn't mean we want you to let Rockstar off the hook. So what they've done is they've created a T-shirt that people can buy, and this will directly support the legal efforts against Rockstar. And it's available to pre-order now, so you can buy that. And they're basically saying don't boycott the game on our account. Just support us in what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
So that's quite good. And
I've already pre-ordered mine. You can look forward to me performatively wearing it, maybe on the week that the game comes out. Who knows? But yeah, no, I thought it was. It's always good to hear stuff like this from the devs because there's always, if there's like a reason you may or may not want to buy a game, like aside from the quality of the game, obviously there's always the argument of some people might say, well, I don't want to support the company or the owners or whatever, and then other people say, yeah, but most of the people who worked on that game would still rather you played it.
Mm-hmm.
And so so it's nice to hear that from the devs, I guess, rather than you just have to wrestle with it. Basically what I'm saying is thanks for giving us permission.
Yeah,
by the
I know,
game, guys.
You're sitting there going, well, I was going to do it anyway, but at least this makes me feel okay about it a little
well, no,
bit.
it's like, because I'm umming and ahhing about so that new Star Wars Zero company.
Yes, that looks. The preview's been so solid on that, and that's out this week, isn't it?
I've gone from oh man, I'm so excited to EA have been bought by the Saudis. Maybe I shouldn't. To it does look really fucking good though, which is
tough,
pathetic.
isn't it?
But yeah.
I've not been following Zero Company. What is it?
It's an XCOM style game.
Yeah, but
it's a turn-based strategy game, but
the announce is going to be great. It's got people who worked on.
I'll be boycotting it then, Sean. I'll boycott it then.
Just because it's a turn-based strategy.
I'm boycotting that one.
Just 'cause it's Star Wars.
Yeah, I've never played an XCOM game before, but the previews were so solid for this, and I think same narrative, same person may have worked on Fallen Order and stuff, and so apparently now it is excellent. A game that's good. But, yeah,
And
that's
also
out.
Vic Michaelis is in it of Dropout fame, so I'm excited to see.
Oh, really?
Him. Yeah. I can't remember who they're playing in it, but yeah, keen.
Okay, next story. At the moment, there's the PlayStation blackout is going on this week. With people that are saying they're not going to sign into PSN, not going to buy anything.
Oh
all
God,
that
I
kind of
just
stuff.
want to. I'm not allowed to play anything anymore, am I? They're just boycotting everything. I'm sick of it. Jesus.
You do a
Go on.
Netflix special, which is just you playing playing
Yeah,
an EA
which would be
game on
great, but then
PSN. Being like,
fucking
you're
I'd
not
have
even allowed to
boycott
do this anymore.
Netflix. yeah. They won't let us do this anymore, will they? Just sitting there playing my Grand Theft Auto. Yeah.
Yeah, so the impetus for this was obviously the whole, not having discs anymore and the whole digital ownership thing. So PlayStation did think this would be a very good time to send everybody a copy of the terms and conditions of when you
Weird.
buy stuff. So they put out this automated email regarding these terms and conditions. So Kotaku have picked out all the necessary points, and the most interesting part is section 1.4 of the EULA, where it says, the software is licensed to you, not sold. You are granted a limited, non-exclusive, non-transferable, and personal license to play or use the software for your private, non-commercial use on the system or device it was intended for. This license is only effective from the indicated software release date, early access date, or beta release date. Any rights in the software that we do not say are granted to you in this case are reversed, including all intellectual property in the software. And they also reminded users that they are allowed to rent, lease, modify, or obtain the software other than through authorized distribution methods. So basically, it was a reminder that when you buy something on the PlayStation Store, you don't actually own it. Like you're buying a license which is not even in perpetuity. It's basically up to Sony.
I will
And
say,
that,
like,
they
I mean,
added that.
you know how I feel about a lot of this stuff. The wording there kind of just says like you can't do a bunch of stuff that I'd already assumed you weren't allowed to do
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
a disc
yeah.
copy anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They've added that stuff. That's new to the
No,
terms
it's
and conditions.
it's not new. I
Just a
think
polite
Just a reminder.
isn't it?
they're just restating it that this is what the case is. But it's just a bit weird that they decided to do this now.
Yeah, no, the timing
it's-
is fucked.
And it's like, why? I don't know why they thought this would be a good idea.
I thought you were going to
it's-
say they've been through it, and in the terms of service it says you are not allowed to play on your PlayStation. So if you're caught not playing on your PlayStation, then we will ban you from your PlayStation. It's weird, isn't it? I like the fact that people are doing this. I haven't done this. In fact, actually, it's the first I've heard about it. But I like people trying to stand up for the rights of gamers, and I think that's really important.
I mean, with the digital rights ownership thing, the only solution to this really ultimately is there's going to have to be legislation of some description in terms of like
Law's
ownership.
going to have to catch up at some point, isn't it?
Yeah, because that's what's really needed here. Like this, because there's always been the issue of like what happens if you have like a digital library of stuff and you die and you can't pass that on to anybody. You're not allowed to do that. Whereas with physical media you can, and it's there needs to be some thought needs to go into this about what can be done, because until then the companies will just be able to set whatever terms and conditions they like, because that's how it works.
It's been really interesting. So this week I don't know why got my Vita out of a drawer and put custom firmware on it. So you can PlayStation Vita, you can still load up the shop on it, and you can still buy games off it. Many of them are still 40 quid because no one's updated in a long time. But like, it's like a lot of it hasn't been maintained. There's like lots of like broken images and stuff. A lot of games just aren't on there already, and the store is officially getting closed down sort of mid next year, which apparently they announced on the same day that they announced the binning.
Yes,
disc
they
stuff.
did. Yeah.
It was for PlayStation 3 and Vita. They said
That's
they were going to do that.
Yeah.
But I think you can still download stuff. I think you'll still be able to download stuff
so
you
they're saying,
bought.
yeah. Well, apparently, quote, for the foreseeable future, you'll still be able to download stuff you own. But it's just so surreal because, like with the Vita, on the one hand, there is an easily available homebrew app where you can download anything you want. It's just a big list. There you go. Have at it. So on the one hand, you think Well, it doesn't matter then if they close the stores down. But also that should not be the answer. Like, and Sony are never going to say, well, it's all right if we close the stores down because everyone can just pirate stuff by that point anyway. It's like, so you're just in this weird position where it's like, well, there is a solution, but officially no one's going to acknowledge it. And if they were to acknowledge it, they would have to shut it down.
Right.
There needs to be some kind of archive, like in the sense of like a public, like with public libraries. The fact that stuff is, like British Library Archive, every book that's that's produced, and it's like there needs to be something like that. Really, I think if publishers are not going to do this, then someone has to.
That's the thing. Yeah, it's like, I'm not, obviously there are loads of cases where piracy is not defensible. But yeah, in this case, it's like, well, this is a preservation effort, so I can't be upset about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Next story is about EA and about the Saudi takeover. So this guy Emmanuel Rossier, he was 9 years, he was a senior manager at EA. He was speaking to PC Gamer, and they were talking about Mass Effect and what could possibly happen with that. And this is what he said. He said, then in the middle, you have these IPs like the BioWare IPs. They've been struggling as a studio, meaning BioWare, as a brand, and have been struggling in recent years. And I don't know if they'll keep funding that one. I think that's the biggest question mark for me. And then he was asked whether he believed that the new Mass Effect was actually ever going to come out. And he said, I'll believe it when I see it, the next Mass Effect game, let's put it that way. And because EA has been saddled with, it's like 20 billion in debt.
They've done this fun thing where they've borrowed against the company to buy the company, which saying to me that's legal, but whatever. So there's going to be tons of savings to be made. My first thought was like, well, BioWare are done, surely.
And it's likely like the whole focus is going to be just on their biggest stuff that they've got, which is the sports series stuff, and maybe like Apex Legends. Although I don't know if that's still a massive hit.
I wonder if the Sims are still doing big numbers.
Well, the Sims community is up in arms, right? Because there's a lot of LGBT sort of fans of the Sims, and it's going to be. I don't want to say it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. It is, but also obviously it affects a lot of people in a very horrible way. Like you have to assume there's going to be a sort of curbing of LGBT stuff among other things in future EA games, but then maybe like you say, maybe if they just stick to sports from now on, that's less of an issue. But when there's story stuff concerned, it's going to be interesting to see if there are any sort of limits put on the writers or whatever.
I think Mass Effect, losing Mass Effect's a real shit thing. I adore that universe. I was excited about the rumblings of it coming back. We hadn't seen anything, so I'd assume that things probably weren't as progressed as I'd have hoped, and to hear that is really like, it's shit, isn't it?
Because all we got for that, we did get a sort of a reveal trailer kind of thing, but it was like only marginally more than the Metroid Prime 4 original Metroid Prime 4
there wasn't
reveal.
much on there, was it? No.
Yeah, and every year they have
Metroid
that
Prime
N7
4 turned
day.
out to be one of the best games ever.
Switch. It's the Switch 2's version of Ocarina of Time. It's,
That's what I heard.
Yeah,
we have like N7 day every year, and every year I'm like, okay, I just don't steal nothing really. We saw like
Do we have an N7?
Yeah, it's the 7th of November, I assume. But
I know there's a 7th of November every year, but what like I've never seen them push N7 day in years.
They still post about it and stuff.
Do they?
Yeah,
but just nothing on the game we want to hear about.
Yeah, diminishing returns year on year, I think.
Okay.
I'm at the point where I don't think I want another Mass Effect anyway. I think we just look, it was a trilogy. I think Andromeda is better than people gave credit for at the time.
I had not a bad time with that game.
It's okay. It just had a really if Andromeda was like a new franchise, I think everyone would have given it a pass. But being the follow up to like one of our what felt like one of the greatest trilogies in gaming, I think that's sort of what killed. And there were genuine problems with it, but there's loads of interesting stuff too. But I think at this point, Dragon Age, I can't remember what it was fucking called. The last one that came out was fine.
Dragon something? No.
I can't remember. Yeah, no
Dragon
idea.
something?
Is it what? Dragon something? It wasn't Dragon something because I'd be mad.
Dragon.
Is
Dragon
the one
Age,
where the
Dragon
trailer was really
something.
bad? The trailer made it. Is it the Veilguard? It looked
Oh
like
yeah,
a
Veilguard.
yeah,
hero
yeah.
shooter, hero game, but it actually wasn't.
Yeah,
Right?
and again,
Oh,
not
that's
a
right, yeah.
perfect game, but apparently it was in development hell for years, and then they sort of got some new people in at the top, and they kind of sorted it, and it was like, right, this came out okay in the end, and we've now got the team we need to do something else. And then I think those people who were brought in then left, or maybe there were wider layoffs and that. I can't remember now. So it was like, right, well that's not happening then, is it? So
It's really sad what's happened to BioWare. They were a really good studio. There was so many games that I enjoyed, like came out, from them. Especially, I mean, there's obviously the Knights of the Old Republic stuff and all
yeah,
that,
yeah,
and
yeah.
but they also got sucked into the live service stuff, didn't they? And
It did.
it didn't go well.
No, I do still wonder because what was the online one? Is it Star Wars:
Anthem.
The Old Republic, wasn't it?
I thought you meant Anthem.
No.
There you go. Anthem mention.
I was
Apparently,
trying to
like, you
avoid
can-
it, Matt.
Apparently, the Old
No, you
Republic,
weren't.
you can just play it on your own, basically, as if it was a single-player RPG. And I've always been tempted, but then I know the MMO, because obviously it's quite an old MMO at this point. I think all the sort of techie side of things will probably throw me off. It will feel very old, but yeah.
Okay.
So,
It
okay.
is.
Final story is that Warren Spector has announced his retirement. So, I mean, obviously he was a key part of like Deus Ex, System Shock, and there was also Epic Mickey as well. But I mean, I say key part because I hate that thing, where you could take like one person as being like they did everything on this, but
theory, yeah.
but he is kind of still, he's the founder of the immersive sim genre. You
Yeah.
could probably say, and yeah, I mean, I was going to read. Can I read what he posted on LinkedIn? Because I think it's quite interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
So he said, I've had a great career. Wouldn't change a thing if I could. But the reasons to retire are simple. I'm a month away from my 44th year as a developer. I've had the chance to work on tabletop, role-playing games and board games. I've worked on more digital games than I can remember. 17 full games, I think, and 9 or so add-on packs. Gratifyingly, some of those games are still being played 15 to 20 to 30 years later. And most of them have been in a genre that has had influence beyond what I or anyone else expected. I've run teams as small as a dozen and as big as 800. I've worked for big companies and done startups. I like to think I've helped some insanely talented people along in their careers. That last bit is the most important. With all that behind me, and with age and health, my business catching up with me, I'm feeling like I've done what I've set out to do. It's time to write some books, do a lot of reading, do some lecturing, maybe do some consulting. Feel free to get in touch about those last two. Also, there's a keyboard here just waiting for me to get my piano chops back. I definitely have mixed feelings about this. I mean, there are 3 games in particular I'd still like to make. One is very big, one is very small, and one I don't know how to make, which scares me. But the game business has changed, and it's just not as much fun for me anymore. Plus, there's a new generation of developers coming up who deserve their time in the sun. To all of you reading this, I want you to remember that games are not a solved problem yet. There is, I hope, plenty of experimentation and innovation to come. And to all you young developers out there, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Your job is to make people forget people like me ever existed. Will I come back? Never say never. But I think it's time to ride off into the sunset. Now stop reading and make great games. And yeah, I thought
Fucking
it was-
amazing post that is.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's lovely. Yeah.
it's really good. And yeah, because I mean, the last game that he worked on was Thick as Thieves, and it's just had its like final update. And I think, yeah, that's good.
Well, you say that, but it was only released a few months back, didn't it? It's
Yeah.
very much, yeah, sorry, we thought we were going to support this, but now we're really not,
Yes. Yeah.
which is a real shame. But
Yeah.
But no, I thought that was
Game
a nice
industry for you.
post. I just wanted to
it
highlight
is. It's still,
Yeah.
like, it makes me sad that, like, it's still a problem that working in game dev is so grueling that, like, basically once you hit your sort of 60s, it's like fucking, like, I mean, it's hard enough, like, say you're in your 30s and you want to start a family or whatever, the hours that some companies will have you working are just make that like impossible. So like basically what I'm saying is I want to see more older game devs, but I feel like the way the sort of big studio model currently works like makes that so difficult because it's just too much
Yeah.
like health wise and like it just can't be done.
Yeah.
He's one of those sorts of people that whereby like if I came into like billions of like pounds, it's like I'd just be like to like look, you can set something up, make something, make the immersive sim you've always wanted to make. Or
Yeah, but
whatever.
make another Deus
It's-
Ex game.
Yeah, basically, just do that. It's
Well,
Can
yeah,
you
because there was
imagine-
that
can you
story,
imagine
wasn't there? Ron Gilbert basically announced that his new game is just being funded by a fan who's like a multimillionaire. Who's like, and he's basically saying it's so much better than working for a publisher. Like, you just get a load of money and then
two
crack on.
things come to mind there. One, can you imagine Warren Spector with the legacy that they live behind them, reporting to his boss James Farley? That is to me the funniest fucking thing ever. And also, I do like that idea that if you are a multimillionaire, if you have got so much money that you turn to something that you really love and you just give that money to them to carry on creating things that you like, playing / listening to once a week. So have a think about it.
Yeah.
Just have a think about something that you really appreciate once a week, maybe.
Just
on a
whatever
Wednesday.
comes to mind right now.
Yeah, it could be anything.
Yeah. Could be anything.
And fund them. Right, is that it for the news, James?
that is the
Farley?
end of the news this week. Yeah.
Then it's time for what you've been playing. I want to start with Matt this week because he's put a game down that we've spoken about lots, but he hasn't really got into yet. So this is very exciting. You're playing one of my favourite games of the year so far, Matt.
Yeah, I mean, it's August and I'm already in kind of catch-up mode for games, and I'm playing Pragmata. I played like a bit before. In fact, it's so weird. Like, so I wanted to play it not over the weekend, but like maybe yesterday or the day before, and I was like, oh, I'll see if I can get it. I was 50 quid on PlayStation. What the hell? But it turns out I already had it.
I was going to say we all got free copies.
Yeah,
man.
we did. Yeah, we did. Yeah, and I'd already played it. So in my mind, I thought I'd just played the demo. I mean, I did play a demo, but then I must have started
What's
a real
going on in
game.
your life, Matt? What's going on, mate? Is there anything you want to talk about?
No, I just forgot I had it. It's a long time ago. Well, it came out in April, but no.
Are you done on the pod, do you reckon? You finished with the pod? Is that?
What do you mean?
Well, because you've right. I'll tell you why. Because you haven't played games all year, and now you've come back and said, "Oh, I forgot I even played this one."
I forgot I owned it for sure. Yeah, I have played games this year, just not. I haven't finished a lot of games. I finished the least amount of games this year, and I have in many years. It's quite worrying actually. Anyway, yeah, I'm only like 3 hours into this, but like, did anyone at the time say that it feels very kind of Death Stranding? Like maybe it's just that.
Yeah, I heard like it doesn't feel very Death Stranding to play. Apparently, I mean, I never played Death Stranding, but
The main
I saw a
character's
lot of
armor
people
looks
saying,
a lot like the Kojima
yes,
Productions.
I think.
Yeah, and just that, but just like the how all kind of the electronics, like the kind of like the bodies you meet, even like some of the language, it feels very much like a mashup of that and Resident Evil, like which makes sense.
Sort of saying it feels more Sega than anything else, like a
bit.
Well,
almost
like a
Dreamcast
Vanquish, like a 90, like a
yeah. I think that's part of it as well. Yeah.
But I'm absolutely loving it, and I feel like even I think like 3 hours in, it feels like, and maybe you said this at the time, but it feels like a game you can just kind of turn your brain off and just like enjoy the comfort of the game. I'm enjoying the puzzle aspect like way more than I thought it would. I think when I played the demo, I was like, well, this is good, but I'm not sure how to handle like a whole game with this like hacking where you do like the hacking before you to help you take down an enemy. But even those, like, as they add new bits, like new nodes, are still fun and still interesting. I think because I guess they're quick enough to make sure I'm not getting bored. But at one time, I was like, I'm not sure if I'm going to be bothered doing this. But and I assume more and more nodes get added, more and more complicated puzzles happen, or is it?
Yeah, to a degree, but
it never gets ridiculous.
No.
Like it's they never present them as puzzles. Like they're always, here's a quick hacking mini game, and you might have seen already. There's already upgrades to sort of mitigate a lot of that, reduce the amount of work you need to do for those mini games. So it sort of balances it out, doesn't it? They get more complicated, but also there's ways to make them easier. So it never gets too taxing.
And like the stress from it really comes, like especially with like doing the hacking like during combat, and it comes where you've got like lots of stuff coming at you and all that kind of thing, and you've got to do things really quickly and stuff like that, and that's where the pressure comes from it. But it's great. It's
Yeah,
sort
but
of-
it's
sort
not
of
boring. It's not
extends-
that stressful. It's just great. Yeah.
Yeah, it sort of extends the relationship because initially it's just you hack things to affect things in the world, but then there are things in the world that affect the hacking that affect things in the, which is really, but it's done really interestingly. Like I think it really works.
Yeah. It is
Yeah.
really, really well executed.
Yeah, it's strangely emotional when even you saw like Diana playing. I call like REM generators, or you have those generators where you can generate these like memories. You have like an Earth was the first one you get, and like a little little globe that goes in your shelter that Diana can play with. It's like even like those kinds of things I feel really well done and really well written. They don't feel trite or silly. They just it makes sense, and she was really engaged and excited by it, and you're explaining about it, and I think it's got it all right now, like the action, the stories. I mean, I don't know where the story's going. It's like because I'm obviously only early in, but the relationship between them is great, and I'm happy
really.
to see where that goes. Yeah, regardless of what the story is or what it does, but yes, I'm enjoying it. It feels like a game, like a real comfort game, even though there is combat and these kind of hacking things that need to happen during the combat, which can be quite fast and a little bit stressful at times. It just feels really relaxing.
It just gets
and
better
I'm
and
enjoying
better and better as well. That game, it just improves and expands. And I think, as I said at the time, it feels like this is such a cheesy thing to say, but it feels like the third character of the levels. Like the levels are filled with such personality and amazing imagery. I'm assuming you've made it to the city level. Is it fair to say?
I think I'm in like I think I've done a fair bit of the second area. Like
that's the city.
Maybe.
Is
that
the
the city, right?
Yeah. Well, so I did the big boss, which is in the demo, and I'm in the second area. What's it called? I don't. Is it a city? I don't.
Does it look like a city?
Right.
Hang on. I don't. In my mind, it wasn't that.
It's not really. You can't really mistake anything else. Like it looks like.
Yeah, if it's a city, then you're not at the city yet.
No, I don't think I am. Okay. One other thing I wanted to ask. Sorry.
No,
it's. Go on.
Sorry, Matt.
No, go on.
No, I was going to say.
Oh my god, that was awful. That's the worst bit of podcasting we've ever done. Go on, what was that?
That was bad.
Why didn't you do this when it was just two of you? Go on. No, you go. No, go on. Go on, Matt. You go.
Did you feel like you had to collect every kind of collectible before you went on?
No.
Or not?
Nah.
Okay, because there's a bunch I left in the first area. I'm like, well, should I
think you can
clean it out
initially? I think you have to.
Yeah, and I really, really loved going back and getting some of that stuff later. So yeah, don't go collecting.
And it is kind of Metroid-like in that I'll probably get an ability to make collecting those things. Yeah, okay, cool, yeah. Because there's one I saw in the first level. I was like, I don't know how I can get that. I assume I'll just get another.
What you mean. Yeah.
Upgrade you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry, James. What were you going to say?
No, I was going to say I know exactly what you mean about it being like kind of comfortable to play because it's a very like gamey game in the sense that it's like you play it and it's like you know exactly what to expect and kind of what to do and how it's going to work. So it does feel I know what you mean. Like in the sense it feels like comfortable to play and you don't have to think too much.
There's only one thing that I thought was a bit of a friction for the game, and that is every time you wanted to get your health back, you had to go to the hub. Like there should have been an option to say regenerate your health or go back to the hub at each one of those equivalent of bonfires or whatever they're called.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, it's a little bit annoying that you had to load into the hub area just to get your health back. But you're in for a treat, Matt. You'll love that game. You will absolutely, like, without a doubt, you will love that game through to the end. And you'll adore the ending as well. The ending's fantastic. Like, I really, really loved it. And it's definitely up there as one of the best games of the year for me so far.
Yeah, even when you talked about in April, I knew I had to get to it. So I was about to say something else. I'm not sure, but yeah, no, I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, I'm excited to play more.
Cool. Should we get back to Big Walk?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Sean,
hello.
You remember last week how we said we're all going to stick together no matter what, not get angry with each other, and if we can't make it, we'll just we'll know we'll get through it. We've split up. We have split up. It was getting a bit ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was funny because John, you didn't see the other side of the conversation, is it? Because in the week on Wednesday, John had come back from holiday, and I said, right, who's available either Thursday or Friday, and James wasn't available on the Thursday, and Matt wasn't available on the Friday.
Yeah.
And John sort of texted me recently. He said, "This isn't going to work, is it? We're not going to get to play this game." So I sort of said, "Would it be better if we just split off in 2 groups of 2, because then at least it doesn't require 3 other people to be there. It only requires 1." And then we sort of all agreed that that
Yeah.
was the best way to go. So I've played maybe another hour and a half more. I've opened up one of the areas. We've opened up 2. So the structure of the game, to explain, I think we can go there now, is that dotted around the island, there are these sort of big structures, right? And you slowly learn that you need to do puzzles to activate things within those structures. I've done 2 of those now. How many are there, Sean? Do you know?
The towers.
Yeah.
4. Yeah.
Really? So
Yeah.
yeah, but there's no way we're like halfway through. There's got to be like another task after activating that stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay,
no
okay,
doubt.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, I do want to talk. There's going to be minor spoilers. I do want to talk about a couple of puzzles. Nothing too outrageously. Right. Okay. No, I'm going to talk about 2 of them. Right, because I think so. The one where you press a button and the walls come up and you can't hear each other. So
Yes.
there are many puzzles where you can't hear each other, right, throughout the game. But this one's a surprise, and John and I, honestly, I had stomach cramps because I could see by his character that he was getting furious. So I'm pointing and shaking my head and waving my arms to try and communicate what I needed to communicate to him. And like at one point, I managed to tell him, one of the tiles you've got up is wrong and you need to take it down. He took down every single tile except for the one I was trying to get him to take down. And at one point, he just walked up to the glass, looked at me, and sat down in front of me. And I was like gasping for air. And what was brilliant, like it really reminds me of do you remember playing FIFA in the old days, James, online? And what would happen? I think it was pro clubs actually. You must have been part of this, where you would play pro clubs, so there'll be 10 of you on one team, 10 of you on the other team. But at half time you could hear each other. So for those, like when it went at half time, everyone would go, fuck you, rah, rah. Or if you scored, everyone could, like during the replay, everyone could hear each other. And you're like, fuck off, fuck you, as quick as you can. It genuinely felt like that when the walls come back up again after we completed it. And we would just shout, what's the matter with you? That was well funny. We had the other puzzle that I've got to tell you about. Okay. So it's the one where there's tons of beacons in a room and a tower, like in an open space, and a tower in the middle with lots of lights on it. And you press a beacon and it either turns green and the lights start to
Yes.
spiral up the tower,
Yeah.
or red. How quickly did you get the solution of that?
Almost immediately. Obviously, once you've got
Oh.
the solution, there's like trial and error. But
40 minutes, I think it took us.
wow. Okay.
And I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
We thought that where the dots landed in the tower
Yeah.
pointed to which one you had to press next. So we
Oh,
had it
shit.
in our mind that it wasn't that you just had to avoid the red ones, but that there was a sequence.
Special
And I wish
order,
I'd have
yeah.
recorded, because at one point we were like, we'd named each one of them. They all had their names. Like, now you've got to remember, there's
my
like
God.
30 of these beacons.
Yeah,
And we go, right, matey boy, one at the front, Solomon. And we're saying it to each other as we're all pressing. And we got to one point and they were all lining up with where the dots were landing. So in our heads, this is perfect. And it got to the end one and we went, well, it's one of these 3. Okay, so we have to do this and work out which one of these 3 it is. And then at one point, I just got so frustrated. I just started like pressing a bunch of the beacons. And I went, John, why is this working? This isn't working to the rule that we've been using. This isn't working to the rule. And then we worked out that you had to just avoid the red ones. Fucking unbelievable. We were barely laughing on our way up to the next tower thing, just going, we are just a couple of idiots. Like it was so funny that we had this rule in our head and it worked. And And because of that, it completely fucked up the whole thing for us because we kept doing this sequence over and over again. But yeah, like brilliant fun. And the final thing I wanted to talk about is that me and John lost each other, and that was just hilarious as well. I think that is such a cool moment in that game where we
Yeah.
said, right, let's go around here, but he misunderstood and thought I was talking about something else,
Mhm.
and then there was just no way of finding it, and then it went pitch black, and I'm seeing a torch flash off and on, like off of the bouncing off of the trees.
Mhm.
And I still couldn't find him. It was infuriating. So I just went, right, fuck it. I'm going to go up to one of those towers and let a firework off. And so I let a firework off and then was just looking through my goggles at him. And I could see him in the distance, slowly making his way towards where the firework went off. That game is so good. It infuriates me that I can't play it with a regular group, like a big group of friends regularly. But if the difference is that if it's just me and John, but we get to see it all, then I'm happy with that. You know.
Yeah. No, I think that's fair enough.
Because we had such a laugh with it over the weekend, like real good fun. It's special, isn't it? It's
It really
fucking
is.
special.
Yeah.
You finished it now.
Before I answer that, I'm so sorry. Can I let the dogs out? I'm being fucking mithered.
Absolutely.
So sorry. 2
Absolutely.
minutes.
I'm gonna go out and have a drink.
Can I?
Yeah, I'm get water.
Okay.
I mean, I'll get water in a minute. Quick now. Okay. How is everyone doing? How's everyone doing this Monday night? I'm seeing Turnstile live on Wednesday. Very excited about that. That's what's happening my week.
Now.
What's happening my week?
Now. Why did you say quick now?
Well, I was gonna. I don't know. I just realised I don't have any trousers on, so I was gonna run off and get water, and then I.
What's that mean, Ben? So when you're on a big walk, you talk about Matt.
Yeah, don't with me. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like it's just me and James now. So yeah, I think once we get once we get the animal done, hopefully we can do it on Friday. Then maybe we'll stream some big walk, or maybe we'll just play it and do the odd stream here and there. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I've only played 90 minutes with James, so I'm excited to play more. I mean, I need to play it. Everyone keeps talking about it, and even the 90 minutes we did in the basic area was fantastic.
Yeah.
Go and get some water.
Hello.
Hello. Hello there. Who used to say that? Somebody used to say that in my office. Hello there. And I walked in. I don't know what that was.
CJPJ 2000 has gone down a German electrical standards rabbit hole
What's that?
in the chat.
Oh, right. Oh, I see. Yeah. We take electricity very seriously in this country, don't we? It's
We do, and we are, as far as I'm aware, we are like the envy of many other, electricians in many other countries.
Tell you what, the plugs in the UK are brilliant.
Yeah, man.
They're so good. Like the way they're designed. It's yeah.
And that's weird because you think about it, that really stemmed from school in the 80s. Like I remember, like before I was 10, we were shown how to rewire a plug. Like that is mad, right? Fuses and earth and all that stuff. You're all shown how to rewire a plug, and we're warned about toasters, and we watched that horrible stuff about going into areas with high electricity. Which I often think about Heavy Rain with, because there's a bit where he does that, doesn't it? He goes into that, like a power generator area. There's one thing I have national pride about is how plugs are. You should have said are plugs. I mean, very big on taking everything when you move out.
Yeah, literally everything.
Correct. Yeah. Right, sorry.
Right, okay.
Should we continue? I'll pick up. Yeah.
Well, should I ask you the question again?
Oh, yeah, can do, yeah.
So, Sean, have you a big walk then? So, have you finished it?
Yep. Well, seeing credits.
Look at you, all proud.
Oh man, I obviously no spoilers. just obviously I'd heard people saying like, "Oh my god, the last bit, fucking incredible."
Really?
Yeah, like genuinely. Like, obviously, I don't want to oversell it, but one of the like most like profound things I've seen in a game. Like,
Shit.
absolutely stunning. I loved it
That's
so
that.
much.
That's amazing because we came across a moment in it that I want to um ask you how soon you found.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
But I don't know how I do that without. Okay. Yeah, no, I can sort of say the map.
Yeah.
Did you find that really early, or did you find that quite late on?
Pretty early. Yeah. Well, that was like the
Yeah, yeah,
that was like the second tower we did, I think.
right. So
Like,
that was the first tower we did, and
right.
I was like, and that really got me. I
Mhm.
don't know what it was. It was just standing over that thing and going, "Shit,
Mm.
fuck, this is cool." Yeah. Oh, that's really interesting, Sean.
Like, honestly, it
I'm
was because
glad
it
it goes
was
somewhere.
we sort of reached the bit where we were like, basically we were kind of ready for the session to end, but we're like, well, no, we need to see this through. And it ended up being another 90 minutes, maybe more than that. But it was just we were locked in. There was no way we were gonna stop at that point, and it was just unbelievable. Like we are gonna go back and like do everything, but it was
Oh, you
like,
don't need to do everything.
no. So seeing credits is comes way before. So there's loads of puzzles we still haven't done. I believe that hitting credits like unlocks other things as well on the island, but I've not loaded it back up to check. So two of my group are currently at Gamescom, so there'll be no walk-in this week. No, it's fucking stunning, like so good.
Oh
Um,
man, I've got to finish this game. I really hope John sticks with it
mm.
with me because I know I'm irritating as fuck. But like I really like because I want to see everything. I want to see
Yeah.
everything that game has to offer. Like I cannot wait to because it's already done that thing where it's like, hey, this is cool, this is cool, this is cool. Oh, something amazing's happened. Do you know what I mean? Like that is,
Yeah.
and it's little things, right? It's nothing like, hey, the world's turned upside down and now
Mm.
everything's different. Like, but it does these little things that make you go, fuck, that's really fucking cool. It's a great idea, well executed.
Mm.
That studio pretty good, right?
Yep, 100% hit rate so far. 2 games in.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I
such
remember how
different
much.
games as well, like.
Yeah, I just remember how much I adored the end of Untitled Goose Game and how it wrapped everything together and felt perfect. It's so funny, isn't it? Because that game, I look it's really interesting to me that they released Untitled Goose Game in a world of I don't know, the Goat Simulator and all that sort of stuff, and you go, oh, it's one of those games, and you realise there's so much more to it, so much heart and beauty and beautiful ideas, and the tone of it was just perfect. And then they release a game that you look at and go, oh, this is one of those friend slot games.
Yeah.
That's not to put down games like that. Yeah, like I mean, I think there's definitely a place for them.
Yeah.
But that's the perception you get from the trailer. And now you're playing it and you go, no, this is way more profound and interesting than that. Which is fucking great. Like I can't wait to play more of this. I really can't. And you saying that, Sean, has just made me even more excited.
I'm
Way
really
more excited.
looking
How
forward
long
to
did it take
doing-
you?
Do you know? I'm not sure. I haven't checked like total play time. It must have been somewhere between like 12 and 15 hours, I would have thought. We
Okay.
definitely had like things that slowed us down, mostly. Dave's
Go on.
smiling and nodding.
Go on, because I'll tell you what slowed us down the other night. It was fucking hilarious.
Okay. No, there was basically like if on certain occasions someone who I won't name might have like misunderstood something, and then we'd all start taking the piss out of them, and then they might start grabbing our stuff off us and punting it down a mountain.
Oh, okay, a little bit of self-sabotage.
But it's all part of the fun, isn't it?
No, for us, we were on top of a cliff and we fell down the cliff. and we looked around and we went, we're in the opening fucking area. Oh God, we got to walk along that bridge. So we went back up to the bridge and we walked along and finally got back to and we went, oh no, fuck's sake, the opening bit where you spawn we could have just walked to that and walked
Yep.
across. We didn't have to walk right the way round. So we were like laughing about that and we were going about doing our thing. And then we were like, right, let's go this way because I don't think we've been this way. And we walked up to this place and we went, oh look, there's a puzzle. Let's go do that one. So we jumped down. We were in the opening training area again. It was like, me and John went, this session's not going well, is it, David? I was like, no, it's not, boss. It was so stupid. It felt like we'd walked for 30 minutes and hadn't left, that one space. It was like when James played
Baby steps.
Baby
Baby
steps
Steps,
and ended
yeah.
up in the opening area like that. I don't know why I get Baby Steps vibe from this, but there is
No, I
something
do as
that
well.
sort
I know
of
what you
clicks
mean.
with me.
When
Yeah,
we
it's
played it,
really
yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, fantastic game. Like honestly, just if you love video games, just fucking play it. I've been trying to tell people like we've got a big group of friends that we play with regularly, and I keep telling them you need to link up and play Big Walk. That's what you need to do. Just sit down and play Big Walk, because it's absolutely essential. What a game! I can't wait to play more of it.
Yeah, so James, you and I have to team up now. We go get this
Yes.
game
do
done.
it. Do
I mean,
it.
I was thinking about this. I think if we do finish, what's it called? What is it? we've been
Reanimal.
playing? Reanimal. That's the one. Because we're right at the end of that, and then maybe we can do that next.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay, well, let's look forward to them playing Big Walk in 2028 or something. Then, holy shit!
Yeah.
But you could stream a session of it, like for sure.
Yeah, we don't stream the
that
whole
would
thing.
be-
We can
Yeah, just
play
do
it,
like one
stream
session.
it, play it, stream it. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not
Yeah,
it's
that would
not
be-
that long. It's just obviously the requirement for the consistent group is sort of what slows you down. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what slows you down. And ending up in the opening area again, over and
know.
over again. that doesn't help. Does not help. James, you've been playing nothing.
Well,
Uh,
I had played Mario Galaxy 2. I mean, I finished it with like 120 stars, and I've now got to do the green stars. There's like another 120 of those to get, which are like hidden like throughout the entire game. But it's brilliant. It's still brilliant. It's still very, very
doesn't
good.
it get like extremely hard though? That game doesn't it go like people? That's the only complaint I've heard about that game is that it gets too hard.
I mean, the 120 stars, I don't think so. Like I didn't find it that difficult to get that. But then,
Ooh,
but the thing,
expert gamer.
yeah. But the thing that I don't.
Fucking hell, James, cheer up. Holy, I hate it when you do. That's the worst.
But the what's it called? The reason I want to get all the green stars as well is it unlocks this super challenge basically, which is like apparently one of the hardest Mario challenges that there's ever been.
Yes.
And what they do is it's a particularly difficult run that you have to go through, but then they make you do it again where it's like one hit kills, and you have to like go through the whole thing again with that. And apparently it's like people are like, I've been stuck on this for years because it's like, it's so so tricky. So I'm looking forward to getting to that. And but no, it's brilliant though. I think it's so much better than the first. Like it's so because of how streamlined it is. I think it's brilliant.
Yeah, I need to play it. I just feel so bitter about them charging 30 quid for it. Like there's really been the sticking point for me. It's like 20, yeah, 30. Come on.
But it's
Why do you
fantastic.
do this to me?
It's so good.
Yeah, I know. You're right. I just,
It's just 'cause
Nintendo
it's old,
sometimes.
right? And so
Yep.
just like it should be cheap. Yeah,
Wasted time.
Mm.
How am I going to put this towards the Gotti show? You know what I
yeah,
mean?
that's true. Yeah.
Mm.
But no, it's brilliant.
Okay. Now, Sean.
hello. Yeah, I was
What's
just going
your
to
last
briefly
game
talk
on your
about
list?
UnLoop, which I streamed for I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. This is a VR game, so I just for the sake of streaming, I played the Steam version, but it's also available standalone on Quest and one of the other ones, the Pico, whatever it's called. So it's not like an entirely original idea. I've seen a few other games do a similar thing where basically it's like a puzzle game, but where it's all operating on a time loop, but where the previous versions of you continue to play out in subsequent loops, right? So you
Right.
walk into an area, you do a thing, and then after 20 seconds it resets and you're back in that area, but then the thing you just did is done again, right? And then every time the loop plays out, you are adding more and more yous to the situation, and then there are puzzles that are set up that need many of you to do it. I've played one other like this, I forget what it's called now, but that was all like I think it was like throwing like seeds around and trying to get plants to grow and stuff. So you'd set up these sort of production lines almost, where like you would do one loop where you like pick up a seed and then you kind of throw it to this other pot, and then you do the next loop where you would get yourself in the position to catch the seed as it goes.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a really cool idea, but I feel like UnLoop sort of takes it to a new level because it's just the complexity of the puzzles like ramps up pretty significantly. So it's like sort of futuristic, like sci-fi setting, and yeah, you're on this spaceship where there's this recurring time loop, and you're going through this series of puzzles where usually it's like, put a key card in a machine and then a door opens, but then there'll be stuff like, but the machine, it's like it's set up so that essentially you'd have to like do one loop where you put the card in the machine, this one door opens, then you'd have to take the card out and then hand it to nothing, right? You just sort of chuck it over this this barrier, so a future you can then get on the other side of the barrier and then grab the key card and then put it somewhere else, and then so basically that, but just way more complex, like quite quickly, to the point that I was on like level 3 and I was just like, no, this is impossible. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What adds to it is that for each of these previous iterations of you, it records your audio the entire time.
That is such a fucking good hook.
It's
isn't
so
it?
funny because obviously, I think I have quite a monotonous voice most of the time, especially when I'm just sort of thinking aloud, trying to do puzzles and stuff. So you get this sort of din sort of develops where it's just loads of you being like, right, okay, so if I go here and then I do this, I'll put this card in here, right? Now I need to stand here, blah, blah, blah. And it sort of creates this sort of sea of just all these people sort of talking in the same way. But then there'll be one where you're just like, oh, for fuck's sake, oh, why am I stuck? What are you doing? Why are you there? No, that's not right. And these like little moments, and then obviously every time that's playing again and again and again, and it just gets so fucking funny, man. Yeah, really enjoyed it. It's been out for ages, I think, and it's often appears in sales and stuff. But yeah, if you're still a VR person in 2026, 100% worth a look. I feel like I need to, because like I've sort of come to the conclusion that my PC's on the way out, and I'm like, I need to play some PC VR stuff before it's too late. So I've done UnLoop, and then there's probably others I've like forgotten about.
So is UnLoop on just the normal Meta headset?
Yeah, it's on standalone as well. It was just I bought it on Steam because I wanted to stream it because you get better quality that way and stuff.
Yeah, I would like to do that. I think it's really interesting how audio mics and stuff are being utilized at the moment in gaming. So you've got the likes of this, you've got the stuff in Big Walk where that's all in world and you can hear echoing and all that sort of stuff. But also, things like people that I sent you that message about that game that's doing the rounds, like it's all viral at the moment, where you're overdubbing
the dubbing one,
scenes and stuff. I love it. I absolutely adore that stuff. I think it's really, really funny. Like this is the one game that makes me go, actually, I might get the old VR headset out again. It's been a while. That, and there's some new, was it?
Walkabout mini golf course.
Walkabout mini golf courses, isn't there? There's another Lair course, I think, that looks really good.
I've not looked in ages. I know, Matt, you mentioned one of the new ones last week, didn't you? But
yeah. So,
but I watched your stream last night. Even though my internet wouldn't work for the Patreon bonus show, it will work for a YouTube video, and I watched that. But it looks so complicated so quickly. So how big is the game? Like, considering it got really complicated within like an hour and a half of you streaming it, is it like a 10-hour game and it gets ridiculous? Because
I don't know how long the full thing is. It's one of the like a lot of VR experiences. I don't really want it to be that long necessarily.
No,
we've had VR games where like, oh, it's like a 40-hour RPG. It's like, cool, I will never get through that because VR sessions tend to be shorter than like flat screen game. Like you can't do like a 3 to 4 hour marathon in VR. Like it's too much. So yeah, like I'm quite happy for VR games to be like 3 hours long or whatever because that's all I sort of need from a lot of them. So yeah, no, I don't know how long this is, but I would be fine with it if it wasn't very long.
Cool. All right, that's what we've been planning this week. Let's get to some questions before we all go to bed
If you want to send us a question,
in
go
one
to-
big bed. That's how it works.
That is exactly
That's
how
how
it
it
works. Yeah.
works.
We actually we
Yeah.
record the podcast in our houses, and then like I have to drive for like 3 hours down to Dave's house. James
Yeah.
has to get on a plane.
Mm-hmm.
Change
Worth
some
it, though.
brain,
It's a
yeah.
nightmare, really.
Worth it for the spooning.
Have I ever told
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
about my podcast idea where people record a podcast as they're falling asleep?
No, but you have some sort of obsession with this because you also did a games review
I love that.
YouTube show where you
Oh, yeah, yeah,
projected
yeah.
the game onto a duvet.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was great. That series.
I should bring that
you
idea
should- you
back. 'cause
should
I don't
bring
think
that
Pete's
back.
done anything with it. That was good stuff. No one's done it since. I can't believe no one's done that. Using a bed sheet as a green screen to maybe it's just not a good idea. Maybe that's the
No,
the
it
hold
was
up.
good. It was a good shit.
Where my brain went.
Yeah, if you want to send us a question, go to tcgs.co. If you can find the link beneath all of Matt's stuff for this.
Wow. You hate people donating to charity.
I do. Well, you've got
Bloody
the
you.
fantasy football stuff up there as well.
Oh, is it on there? Oh, was it? I bet updated
Oh,
that.
like
That's-
you didn't know.
No, I haven't updated it, so that's probably wrong.
Kurt Lewin says, "Hi TCGS crew. I know we already know James' answer to this will be whenever he exceeds the speed limit on the autobahn. But excluding that, what is the most dangerous situation you've ever found yourself in?"
I'll tell you what, I'm going to miss the Autobahn. That
Really?
is something I'm going to miss, yeah. It's great.
Do you go on it
Yeah.
regularly?
Yeah, well, I have to to go into the city that I live near.
Do you really put your foot? What's the fastest you've been on the autobahn?
Probably about... Okay, can I just
71.
I've got to convert it because it's in kilometres
In kilometres,
here.
yeah.
So,
Just while you do that, yeah, there's no fancy football on the TCGS.co. It's the Fantasy Critic.
Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, do you remember that?
Yep.
Yeah, I want to. I've heard. Like, can we buy some games? Like it's.
It's Gamescom. There's going to be announcements and stuff. I reckon next week we try and lock that in because I think
Okay.
that'll be a good time to do it.
All right, let's see.
And I found out we can do it as like an additional draft format rather than.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know. We'll see.
That won't be happening.
Not with that
We'll see, we'll
attitude.
see.
Fucking hell.
James, how far have you been on the autobahn?
so about 100 is... I just checked.
Oof,
Oh,
lovely.
that's all right. That's reasonable.
Yeah,
That's reasonable,
It's usually
isn't it?
around 100.
bet you
Reasonable
get
for
some-
where it is.
Proper bell ends on there, don't you?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And the worst thing about it is that if you're in the outside lane, it's like you have to be constantly checking your rearview mirror all the
People
time
coming up
because
behind you.
yeah, because there'll be nobody there. You look down and then you look behind you, and then suddenly there's someone there, and they're just like flashing you, like get out of my way. They're always doing that. It's really irritating. But yeah,
Dangerous situations. I don't. I mean, me like walking past a dishwasher. That was pretty fucking dangerous. I found out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
I
do
don't
remember
know.
there was one. I think I might have told this story before, but there was one time where I was sitting at home. It was a summer's afternoon on a Saturday, and my friend Blake said, "Do you want to come to Millwall? I've got a box." And I went, "Yeah, hell yeah, I want to come to Millwall. Have you got a box?" So I went straight out, went on the train. I was in my shorts and a t-shirt. Got on the train from Sutton, and all of a sudden, it filled up with Palace fans. Right now, I've got a Millwall tattoo, right, and I'm talking proper full up with fans of a team that don't particularly like us. Thankfully, my leg was against the wall, so they couldn't see it, right? So I needed to change at Norwood Junction, right, which is where all the Palace fans get off, basically. It's not too far from Sellers Park. And I went, right, I'm going to wait until everyone gets off the train, and then I'm going to go. so that no one sees me getting up and sees this big fucking Millwall tattoo on my leg. They all got off the train. I got off, and I went, right, I need to go over to platform 3 or whatever. I went downstairs to cross over to the other platform. What am I greeted with? About 50 West Ham fans. It was Palace versus West Ham that day. So I just thought, what do I do? What the fuck do I do? We're in this really secluded tunnel, and I'm walking towards 50 West Ham fans. So you know what I did? This is...
You chopped
I'm
your
not
leg
a brave
off,
guy.
saw style.
I ran at them. But
I'm sorry, what?
Because I wanted to pretend like I was late for a train or something, and it fucking worked. They parted to let me run for the train, which wasn't coming. And then as I ran through them, one bloke went, "Oi, fuck it, oi!" like that. And I ran up to my platform, and I sat there, and then they were shouting abuse at me from the other platform. It was like Green Street, Blue Lou. It was, yeah.
So did you unite them in their hatred then? Like, so
did I unite them in?
No,
Yeah,
this was just. Oh yeah.
Everyone hates them, but no, it was just the West Ham fan show. But it was horrible. It's the worst I've ever felt. Like, honestly, I thought I could get away with the Palace fans. It's not too bad. And then when I went down and saw like a big group of West Ham fans all walking towards me, I properly shit myself. It was so scary, and I thought, I can't run away. I have to run at them. And I lived to tell the tale. So there we go. There we go.
I don't know if I've ever been in a dangerous situation. Is that
what?
I can't think.
Yeah,
of
I'm
it.
struggling to think now. Really,
Yeah,
I'm sure I
I
must have been. I guess.
Slamming into a fucking ice wall.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, getting
run
lost
over
up
on
a
skateboard.
mountain.
Yeah, well, okay, I guess that's right.
Yeah, getting run over on an electric skateboard.
Yeah, okay, fine. There's been a few.
You're constantly,
I've been
constantly in dangerous
I've told the story of the time a friend threw a dart at my head.
Cool.
No.
Jackass style.
Please tell me, like, it happened and then you just, like, just pulled it out. You're like, nothing had happened. Just...
No, it was... we hadn't been friends for it. This is when I was in college, and we'd sort of just met. It was, funnily enough, it was Pete that I ended up doing Under the Blanket with.
Right.
And we're just hanging out in the park or something, and I can't remember, like, how this happened or why. There were some darts in the park, and he thought it would be funny to throw one at my head. He missed, and it like went into like the tree I was stood next to. Right? And I just didn't. To me, it was a complete non-event. I don't really know. I think I wasn't entirely aware that he was throwing it at me or whatever. And he immediately was like, "Oh, I was like so sorry, and don't really know why I did that." And I was like, oh, "It's fine." And then it turned out like months later, he just out of nowhere, he was just like, why haven't you given me more shit about the fucking dart thing? Like, it's like, it was such a dick move. I merely really hurt you. I was like, I don't know. It just didn't really register at the time.
I'd really leaned into being cool about it. I'd really lean into that. James, you're in dangerous situations all the time, isn't it? With all the, dangerous shit you get up to do.
No, there's been things that have happened before. But then I remember when I was my first proper job when I was working for like the co-op. I remember because I used to do I used to do because I did the evening night shifts, and I had to bring the cigarettes in when they were delivered, and then some people decided they were going to take those cigarettes, and they went for me, and I managed to dodge, and then I got underneath the thing and pulled the shutters down, and that was fun.
Brilliant. Were all the cigarettes intact, or did you just drop the cigarettes and he ran?
No, fortunately, the cigarettes were already, and I'd already brought them in, and they were like, "Give us the cigarettes," and I was like, "No."
And then, you know what happened? He slid underneath the shutters.
Yeah,
the cigarettes
grabbed his
dropped,
hat.
and he managed to grab them just.
Yeah.
So that was fun. Yeah.
What? How old were you then?
Been 18.
Wow.
I think that happened. Yeah. I still had curtains then. The hair.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I just
That's
realised
like you don't have curtains now.
the most dangerous situation I've been in. I'm pretty sure I talked about it on the show. It was when I was driving along, and then the car in front just started like spiraling around the road for no reason. That was fun. Did I tell you?
Yeah, that happened to me, and that was fun though. I enjoyed that.
I remember being on a minibus once in China, like going around a mountain, and that was absolutely terrifying. Like,
Okay,
it
right,
was-
these stories are getting worse and worse with each one. I remember stepping on some ice once on my way home and trying to think of some
One
more.
time I slipped
What's
and fell.
we're at 1 hour 40.
Yeah, I fell over a park one 2
I
weeks ago, and
One
that
time I
was
put
dangerous as
Okay,
my
fuck.
hand
Next.
on a door and I got a splinter in my
Okay.
finger.
All right, next.
Oh, actually, no.
Do you think Kurt's happy with that? I think he's glad he wrote in.
No.
Lots of content there. Yeah.
Go on, next one.
Kian says, hello. To diversify from video game and toaster chit chat, if you each had to recommend an album, which one would it be? Keep it
Oh
up,
my
Kian.
god, this is fucking impossible.
I mean,
That's
all
too big a
time, current.
question.
I mean,
Yeah, man.
That's where it's difficult if it's like all time. I mean, currently, like thanks to Sean telling me about it, that Placebo remaster is brilliant.
Oh, yeah. It's
And
fantastic, isn't it?
I think it's worth listening to. It's really good.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
a new like Weezer album's just come out as well, but I haven't listened to it yet. I don't know if
yeah, I
it's any
don't
good.
really like Weezer.
I was going to
Okay.
say, yeah.
Do you not?
No, I mean, I like this. Yeah, Body Holly and a couple of things here and there, but I never got into them properly. No.
Yeah, I've
It
never
is-
been like proper
No, I'm not-
into them. But...
That's the thing, I'm not like a Weezer super fan, but I'll listen to a new album when it comes out. See if it's any
It's
good.
sort of mad how they're only like consistently good album was the first one they ever did, though.
Well, is that the blue one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
blue one's the best one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, really.
Yeah,
good.
it's really good. And it's wild that the kids are really into it. My boys are really into it
Mm.
because I think there's lots of their songs on Fortnite.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
yeah, they like the
Oh.
sweater song.
There was that other one
Um,
that came out not that long. It's Okay Human. I thought was pretty good. I quite like that album.
Well, it's interesting though, isn't it? Because you kind of like, you know, you don't. If someone's to go, can you recommend me an album? I'm not going to say, you know, Abbey Road because you probably heard that. You know, so you want to go for something a little bit like niche. So mine would my go to is always Mark Lanigan's Bubblegum because pretty much no one's heard of it, and it is one of the most perfect albums of all time. If you want to cry, if you go and do you know what, I'm really sad today. I don't want to listen to some sad music. Mark Lanigan's Bubblegum is fucking incredible. It's so weird. It's so bizarre. It's so off kilter and unique that fucking album is so good. Yeah, I adore that. So that's probably my answer.
It's weird, isn't it? Because I'm just looking through like my collection of like stuff, and because it all depends also on like what era of me I'm thinking about as to what I'd recommend.
Plenty of
You know, it's,
Aqua on there, isn't there?
No, I mean,
Plenty of
'cause
Aqua.
I just saw
DJ
this-
EZ, Pure Garage 1, 2, or 3, James. Which one are you picking?
because then like I just saw an album that I haven't listened to for ages, but I was obsessed with for a while, which is
What was
the
that?
it's Asian Dub Foundation Community Music.
Oh yeah.
It's a brilliant album. It's really good, but I haven't listened to it for a while.
Me and my
But,
brother used to listen to loads of ADF. Yeah.
yeah, they're good.
I mean, recency bias. I am currently really enjoying. You're all gonna laugh because it's shit that Sean likes. Japanese band called Mass of the Fermenting Dregs. There you go. And yeah, their album No New World is fucking fantastic. Like, just had it on repeat. Just it's just J rock. But it's just fucking catchy as fuck. Just
Yeah.
constant, just really good hooks throughout. Like, yeah, really, really good album.
Music's good, isn't it?
Music's real good.
Well, in terms of currently, Lost Weekend by Phoebe Bridgers is fantastic.
Is that the
The
one you
hype,
sent me in a week?
possibly.
That was the one you sent me in a week. That was really
No,
good.
so West Side Cowboy is another one. It goes on. I said debut. I think they're a Manchester band, but that's it goes on with West Side Cowboy. Fantastic kind of indie album. I'll send that to you. And also Man, Woman, Chainsaw. There, I think that's also a debut. Cannonball. That album is also, just more indie. But there's some really great music out at the moment.
And
Cool.
there's some bad stuff as well, isn't there, Matt?
Yeah, I don't listen. Oh yeah.
The new block pies.
Yeah,
Oh
Block
my
Pie.
God.
Isn't
Block-
it?
But because
Go on.
no, but I mean, when you hear about recommended albums, Silent Alarm from Block Party is
of the
never
best
really far
albums,
from
yeah.
my mind. Well,
Fucking
it's absolutely incredible. Silent Alarm by
Yeah.
Block Party, but then now they've fallen quite far from that.
Yeah, I don't
but-
like. Yeah, I shouldn't have brought that because I don't like dissing on music. It's not.
It's
Like, I
really
like
bad,
celebrating
though.
music rather than concentrating on stuff that I don't like. But yeah, listen to Mark Lanigan Bubblegum, and then cry yourself to sleep. Next question, please.
Next question comes from Eskil, who says, "Dear long time no see. Hope you're well. Wish you were here. And please wire me some money. I'm in big trouble. I'm going on
we all are.
vacation and I love sending postcards. Is there an address that I can send a postcard to the pod to? Love, Eskil."
James?
Yeah, I'm gonna just give out my home address right
Yeah,
here.
cool. Thank
right
you.
now.
James
Yeah.
Farley, the Kent area.
It's probably still reaching. Post it, be like, yeah.
Oh, I know
There
the
we go.
boy. I know the fella. Yeah.
We need a PO box, don't we?
Yeah.
How much does it cost for a PO box? A lot.
Enough
not
to
worth
make it
the effort,
enough to make it not
apparently,
worth.
according to
Yeah.
Yeah, we need the listeners to coordinate. So you can have a month where you can send us stuff. We'll pay for a PO box. And then that's it.
was it TLNA? Ian had a PO box, and he said it just was not worth. It was not worth setting up. So yeah,
it's pretty expensive.
Is
it? Yeah, it says here a standard Royal Mail PO box in the UK costs between £347 and £499 per year.
Wow, over the year. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not too bad.
But you can do a monthly direct debit of £42.
Yeah, it's all right.
Almost tempting.
Go on, James, set it up.
No.
But the thing is, because we're all far apart, like if we did set one up, only one of us is going to get the stuff, right? So,
One of us going to benefit. Yeah. It should be James Farley. We could have a James Farley mailing segment of the pod. Actually, this is a great idea. Where you open things on camera.
That's a Patreon show, isn't it?
Yeah. I love that.
The next question comes from Pushed Button Joe. Dear TCGS proud Brexiters, after a series of stressful life events followed by an ungodly flu, I've recently made a number of regrettable late night impulse purchases. One of these is a Steam Deck. A question to Sean, what are the top 3 games to put on a Steam Deck? The other big purchase was a full Steel Battalion controller for the original Xbox. If you don't immediately know what that is, then please look it up. The question for everyone, what late night impulse purchase do you most regret? All my love and kisses, Joe. I mean, the Steam Deck question, because the Steam Deck's a weird one because it's not, because it's just a little PC, right? So there's no, I've talked about this before, like there's no like, oh yeah, these are like the top 3 exclusives that you should play. It's more like the thing I found really fun when I first got the Steam Deck was to just look at my existing library and be like, holy shit, like here's all the stuff that will just run like perfectly on it. I mean, I'm trying to think in like recent memory. I mean, Against the Storm, right? I keep going on about that. That runs beautifully on the Steam Deck. I think there is a Switch version, but I don't know if it's any good. Yeah, fucking just do whatever. I mean, if you can be bothered, like get emulators on it and stuff. Like it's how adaptable that device is, right? That's its strength. Question for everyone, what late night impulse purchase do you most regret?
I don't regret them really because I just send them. It's so easy to just send stuff back now. But I did do one late night purchase that I didn't realise I did the other week. Was I watched what was it? It was Millwall's first game of the season, so I went round a friend's house and we had a few beers. Come home and I had a few beers. All right, is that a crime, ladies and gentlemen? 2 days later, I had a John Lewis message saying your parcel is in the post. So I haven't ordered anything from John Lewis, and I looked and I went, Joe, apparently I've ordered a Google speaker. We've already got a Google speaker. And she said, yeah, when you come home, you kept saying that we needed more Google speakers. So now I've got 2 Google speakers, one in the kitchen and one in the front room. So now we have 2 Google speakers. But actually, don't regret it because I fucking love it.
Yeah, sounds like a great purchase.
I'm in the kitchen just having that on. And Matt, they sync up perfectly. If I just want music on downstairs, they there's no delay between the two. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Although Joe still comes into the front room to ask for kitchen timers, and I'm like, Joe, there's one out there now. Come on.
Yeah, come on.
We've paid out for it. Let's just enjoy it. Let's
use
enjoy
it as it should be used. All right.
Yeah. Although I don't at the moment. So basically, we've got 2 decent Google speakers downstairs, and Harry's got one of those dot ones, which I got for free. Do you remember Spotify would give them away for free? So
that's still the one I use in the lounge now.
Yeah, Harry's got one in his bedroom. The problem is, it's really difficult with the Google Home thing. I really need to look into it. Where if you link it to a Spotify account, it just uses that Spotify account. So I could be at work listening to music, and if Harry's said to the thing, "Can you play some Oasis or whatever?" it cuts me off at work and
Right,
starts
yeah.
playing in his thing. What do you
Can
think
you-
I do?
Can you not set up profiles or anything?
Yeah, you can, but then I need to look into that. It's just another step that I haven't sat down and properly wrapped my head around. So I need to do profiles. But so whenever my thing gets cut off and it starts playing Oasis, I look at my Spotify and it says Oasis playing in Harry's bedroom or whatever. I put Baby Shark on every time. I put
Yes,
I just change
get
it to
'em.
Baby Shark every time, and I get a text from him. He's like, "Okay, I'll turn it off and then link it to my phone." And I'm like, "Yes, you will." Yeah. So that's mine. Not regrettably, but forgetting to order a Google speaker a few weeks back. Thanks for your subscriptions to Patreon. Matt, you must have a million of these.
No, because the only one is it's not a late night one. It was in the middle of the day, and you know what it was, David.
Mm?
Well, because I generally do a lot of research into purchases, but I was at EGX and I watched a Battlefield 3
Oh my God! Yes.
presentation, and I was like, I need some surround sound headphones. So I went
right, you bought
to
some really
the
shit
I went
ones,
to the
didn't
Turtle
you?
Beach stand at the event and bought some Turtle Beach headset, which wasn't good. I went home and did some actual research, and then bought a really good one after that. So that's the only. But yeah,
You got
generally I'll
was it
do.
the X51s or something after. You got the same ones as me after that. I really
Yeah.
struggled with those because they kept losing connection. It was really fucking irritating.
The issue with that, so it had like a stand, like a stand which you put the headphones
Yes,
on,
that
but
little
then
router.
router type thing. But if that was anywhere in the vicinity of the router, it fucked the connection. So I remember having to like move. Yeah, like if I wanted to play it, I couldn't just leave it wherever my TV was at the time. I had to like move it as far away as possible, as far away as the cable allowed. But yeah, that's the only one I've done kind of literally impulse. Everything else is massively researched and spreadsheets and reviews and all sorts. But that one I just thought I need to have I need to get some a decent sound, set up with some headphones, and that's what I did. Never again.
Speaking of headphones, sorry, just briefly.
Right.
The PlayStation 5 standard ones are shit, aren't they? They're really shit.
Yeah, they're
hate
not good
them.
at all.
Yeah,
Well, they're
I
the
hate
3D
fact-
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
you
Pulse
have to-
ones, they're not good.
Yeah, I've had to, James, I've had to take the dongle out the back and put it in the front because it just keeps dropping connection.
Yeah.
Oh, really? That
you
bad?
can't.
Shit.
Yeah. And they're sort of uncomfortable, and the controls are just you can't.
The
control them
controls
that
are the
well.
worst thing about it, and it's
know.
and it's the one thing like because the Xbox ones are significantly better, like the
They're
official
so
ones.
good, compared to
Particularly
them,
the
yeah.
controls. The controls are brilliant, like the way
Yeah.
they just
Which
like
is mad because say what you want about Sony, they know how to make a fucking pair of headphones. So why is this
just
not
absolute
worked
shit.
out?
Well, the thing is, there's no dongle with the Xbox ones.
Mhm.
The design of rotating the actual earpiece to turn the volume up and down and change the from gain to speed, fucking genius. There's a big old on button that you can feel straight away. Muting's really easy, and you can tell when it's muted because it lights up the like when you can talk. There's a little light on the thing. Yeah, and then you go back to because I'm obviously using the PS5 a lot at the moment for Big Walk, and holy shit, yes, they are not as good, and the battery life is shite on them. Yeah, shame.
no, they're not good at all. They're pretty poor.
Maybe we need to get the earbuds. Or what whatever happened to those PC speakers they were bringing out?
They only talked about them last week. I think they announced the price and the release date.
Yeah.
Oh, what is the price? Do you know?
No,
I forget the number, but it's too much.
Is it
Yeah, I think,
really?
yeah. In my mind, it's 130 quid, but I don't think it was
They're
that.
like 600 because there's lots of RAM in it
Yeah.
for some reason.
Fucking hell, the earbuds are 200 quid. What? Why? Who's buying them? All right. Sean, you were going to say something.
Hello. Yeah. No, I once late night scrolling on Instagram and saw an advert for some wireless earbuds, and yeah, they were just drop shipped shit. They were like, I've later found them on AliExpress for like £4 or something. I think I paid 30. So yeah, since then,
Absolutely fuming.
nothing from Instagram adverts. Thank you. Well, apart from all the other things. But
Yeah, you have hinted at this in the past, Sean, that you're a bit susceptible to Instagram.
I think
TikTok
that's the only
advertising.
really bad one. I definitely, when you get those ads to like Timo or even Temu, or even like eBay, where it'll just be like, here's like pictures of like 6 items, and they know they've picked stuff that just looks kind of techy, but at a glance you're like, I'm not really sure what that is or what it does,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna have to click on it now. So I'm often drawn in by those, but then the reality is like, oh, it's a thing that I would never use. That's why I don't recognize it.
Joe's really susceptible to all that shit. Anything
yeah.
that I see as like this is the new viral thing, we will have it in our house within a month.
Really?
We have gone through so much purple toothpaste. It's I'm actually getting angry at it. I keep going, but this doesn't work. But no, but this one does. Does it? No. It's wild.
Those PlayStation speakers are 200 quid, by the way. 200 quid pre-order from the 1st September. They come out in November, I think.
You get a rudimentary hi-fi setup for that much, or maybe you can't now. I don't know. I haven't looked at.
Yeah, but these have low latency, Sean.
Ah, okay.
I think the real sign that whether you are open to being manipulated by adverts on social media is if you have one of those like neck things with the fans on the end of them.
You like the ones
We've
Matt
got
sent
2
me
of them.
part of the...
I think.
Yeah, I definitely feel. I definitely see a bunch of them are out.
One Christmas as like a joke stuff for Chen, I did because she was doing Duolingo, or we both were before we came here, obviously for doing the German stuff.
And then you stopped immediately on day one.
Yeah, and so like they had loads of adverts for like just rubbish on that, and I went through like loads of like those, and I bought her like some of the stuff that she'd seen advertised, and it was she didn't see the funny side.
So
She
do you
just
wanna
said,
give us
"Why
an
have you bought this
example?
rubbish?"
Also, Duolingo ads advertising products. Is that what you're
of course.
saying?
Yeah, because it's like in between like lessons in inverted commas. It's like they're obviously they have adverts, and one of them was for this like actually, can I go and get it and I'll show it to you. You can see.
Yes, if you still have access to it, for sure.
Hang on.
But yeah, thankfully I've gotten really good at spotting dropship stuff now. Like the amount of times where you'll just look at the website and say, "Oh, that's weird. Literally everything's on sale. How strange!"
Yeah.
And you just do a reverse image search. It's like, yeah, here it is on AliExpress.
And it'll say like 4 people have this in their basket. Or actually, no, they might stop that because I think there's an EU regulation that stop them doing that. So you haven't seen it. I haven't actually seen it as often.
Yeah, check that out.
What are we looking at here?
Well,
It looks like a snow.
yeah, the whole point is it's supposed to be like screwdriver heads
I can
or
say it's like
whatever.
Allen keys or something.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, it's terrible quality. So like, if you put that into anything and then turn it, it's gonna like rub away like pretty quickly and be useless.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was.
Also, as a man that does little to no DIY, that is what have you got that for?
Thanks, David. But yeah,
Well, I
it's-
mean, am I wrong?
Fair
yeah,
question.
you are wrong. I did everything in this apartment just because I didn't fit.
There's a fucking lampshade on.
Just because I didn't do a fucking lampshade, I've done everything else, and it's just like just this one thing. You got to focus on the one thing. Fuck you.
All right. Next question.
Yeah, final question of the night comes from Maria Mendieta, who says, "Dear TCGS console repairman, as dads, I would like to ask you about ties. In Mario Odyssey, the titular character wears one to the wedding. Donkey Kong sports an iconic one, as do Phoenix Wright and Cammy from Street Fighter. Despite their prominence and compared to a handkerchief, how would you justify the purpose of ties as a piece of fabric? Keep up the incredible work. Sincerely, Maria."
Makes you feel grown up, doesn't it?
Yeah, look smart, doesn't it?
I haven't worn one in years. I
Are
want
you one of those guys? Well, you at a wedding, you got to wear one, haven't you?
When was the last wedding I went to? Joe's wedding. That was like 3 years ago.
Oh, did you wear
I think I've been to a funeral since. Yeah, I definitely have been to a funeral since.
Oh, okay. Well,
Feel bad
did you
now,
wear a tie
Dave.
to
Yeah.
but what I'm saying, right, is that I get it.
I mean,
Ties
now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I wore a tie to that funeral. Carry on.
Right, okay, that's not nice, is it? Look, I get it. Ties are weird, and I don't quite understand them, and they're kind of uncomfortable to wear. But I'd still wear them as a sign of respect. John, I don't.
Yeah,
Out of respect for
you
yourself.
literally have to.
Yeah, literally.
I like wearing them. I like them. I used to wear them socially, like when that was kind of like.
Didn't you go through a bow tie phase? You told us. Sure you
That
told
does
me
sound like a very Matt
not
thing.
not
well.
very Matt,
No,
no.
I mean, I went for. I at one point dressed. Yeah, I used to wear waistcoats and ties. It was like, it's early. It's like 2004 was the indie kind of fashion at the time. So a lot of ties, a lot of ill-fitting jumpers, ill-fitting leather jackets. I don't wear bow ties. I mean, I've got a couple, but only for like black tie events. Only for like black tie events I've had as an adult, but not when I was younger. But no ties. I used to wear loads of them. Yeah, love them.
See, I don't have many shirts now, like proper shirt, like nice shirts, like dress shirts. I've got
You've
like
slowly morphing into Adam Sandler. Is
Yeah,
that the way you're
basically,
going
yeah,
with
yeah,
your life?
Well, no, it was just like basically once COVID happened, it was like right, I just need one nice Oxford, white Oxford shirt, and like I just have why have I got like another 4 that like either don't fit me properly or maybe will one day or it's like, no, just fucking get rid, just have the one shirt that you need. You know what I mean? I've got like other different coloured ones, but I was just like, why do I have more than one fucking white shirt? You know what I mean?
I love the fact that this is a conversation you've had with yourself.
Who comes home and I'm just hears me like smashing stuff upstairs.
What you been up to? What you been up to today, honey? Counting me white shirts again?
Yeah.
What have you? Yeah. How many have you got? Still one. Okay.
One.
One too many.
1-0. 1 now.
Well, I think
1-0.
because my previous employer like just completely gave up on like smart dress once COVID happened. It was like even my boss was like, "Yeah, no one gives a shit anymore. It's fine."
Maybe in your profession, mate. Still very important in mine. You need to hold the room, and you don't do that in a t-shirt and khakis, do you?
Yeah, basketball shorts.
Yeah,
Ready?
let's-
I'm literally just thinking of Adam Sandler. So
Yeah. Are we done?
I don't think we've just have we justified? Yeah, no, you're saying it makes you feel
yeah,
good.
smart, being smart, looking smart, feeling good,
Yeah.
feeling powerful.
Yeah. Basically, there's no justification to it. It's just what we have to wear from time to time, I guess.
Yeah.
But there you go. Hey, listen, it's just one of the burdens you have to deal with as a man.
It is tough, isn't it? It's
Yeah. Oh, it's tough, boy. Right, that's it for your questions. Let's get to socials. Matt Murray.
Yes, the best section of the show. Were you doing a play by the bell this week, Sean?
no, because I'm going on holiday.
Okay, no play by the bell.
Oh, where you
James,
going?
yeah, where are you going?
None of your business.
Fucking hell, all right. Well, he's got
don't
James
address.
Farley up in here. Go
I'm
on.
going to Lake District just for a couple of nights.
They just everyone go there. Everyone go
See you
there. Let's
there.
find Sean. Let's find Sean.
Actually, the place we're staying is so remote. It's fucking
Okay, find a
unreal.
remote place in Lake District. We got him, boys. Okay, so no play by the bell. But James, I'm up for Reanimal on Friday. Are you?
On Friday, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Let's say yes.
Probably.
Let's say
No,
yes.
let's
Is
get
this
this
you trying
game
to give
done.
Matt a taste of his own medicine? James? You're like, well,
Why
maybe I
are you
will.
biding time there?
Maybe I
You
won't.
did your bide in time move. Why did you do your bide in time move there?
Who, me?
Yeah. Do you want to
'Cause I was-
play Reanimal on Friday? On
Yeah,
Friday, yeah. That's your bide in time. Right, I need to think of something.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Why did
yeah,
you do
yeah.
that?
Well, no, because I was just thinking, am I doing anything else on Friday?
Right,
And then I realised, obviously, I'm
I
not.
mean, come on. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll ask you again. James, you want to play Reanimal on Friday?
Yes.
Cool. Well, that's in the diary then. Okay, Friday night at 9. James and I will be finishing Reanimal. Finishing
Alright.
it. That
Blimey.
Yeah.
That is on twitch.tv/TCGSCO. If you miss the streams live on Watch This Pod on video or Sean's UnLoop stream from the week, they're on YouTube. Search TCGS on YouTube or go to youtube.com/@TCGS or search us in the app. But back on Twitch, if you have an Amazon account and a Twitch account, why not go to our profile and give us your free sub? We really appreciate all those that do, the ones that don't tonight, the ones that do it when we're streaming. Really appreciate those free Prime subs. Thank you for those. And the website is tcgs.co with links to our amazing Discord community, our Patreon if you want to support what we're doing over here, our socials, our podcasts, our store. If you want to support my Grain Off Run fundraising efforts, is all over on
here
there
we go,
at
here we
tcgs.co.
bangs on about that, doesn't he?
If you want to give money to a children's hospitce,
Right,
does a great
don't bring
work.
that for
Which I think we
fuck-
all have, right?
Thank you.
Yeah,
you all
yeah.
donated?
Yeah, we
donated?
donated, yeah.
James?
Yeah, I appreciate all of you.
did do that.
James set the precedent on how much we should donate. I know.
Yeah, £100 each. That's amazing. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for that.
Look, they can't all be winners.
No, it's cool, man.
Wow. Thanks for living it. We'll catch you next week on the podcast. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, I have to put the ending thing on now, don't I? Bye.